I am so sorry that I am late, but I have made it. Hi Mason, how you doing? Welcome. Hi. I'm so sorry. I am 15 minutes later than I wanted to be. Jeez. It was not my intention. It was going so well, and then I was like, wait. There are things that I intended to do this morning. I wanted to update Nightbot. I wanted to check a few things with Nightbot as well, and I was like, bug. There's things I need to do. And then I was like, wait, wasn't there other things I was gonna do this morning? And then I was like, oh, I'll just do all those. And then it was like, it's 10:30. I'm meant to be streaming. I'm good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. No, I am actually good. I had a migraine last night, like a pretty bad one actually, probably one of the worst ones I've had for the last few weeks, which is actually a good thing. But I think it's because I made a whole roast chicken last night, which was delicious. But I don't normally do that after streaming. I normally do that on my days off. It's only 15 minutes, still all good. It do be like that sometimes, but it do. Yeah, I thought I was doing really well. I was like, yeah, on time, done breakfast, done everything else. Like, had a bad night, but like, yo, everything's gone really smoothly this morning. And then I was like, wait, everything is off kilter by like half an hour. I have half an hour worth of things to do. Deb, hi, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. We're gonna start straight back into getting all of these ruffled because I want to finish these today, and I think that's a very, very manageable target, to be honest. Get these ruffled into the sewage bin, and then hopefully start to get the wefts cut out. How did you like Lord yesterday? I did! So, I felt really bad because I was like, so basically I was proper lurking in the background because, you know, when you're preparing a chicken, you kind of, you have your hand covered in chicken. So I was like, I ain't typing. But it was good. I loved it. And also, I know you said he was playing. I know you said he was playing a Zelda game. It didn't really click the game that he was playing, like which one it was. That is the one that I watched somebody else play that at some point. And it didn't really click because I'm not someone who knows a lot of Zelda. Like I said, the only one I've played is Breath of the Wild. But that is one that I watched somebody else play, and it's a remake of the old one, isn't it? And I saw someone else play it, and I was like, damn, that looks right up my alley. I love the art style. I think it looks so cute. I'd already seen somebody else play it, so I was quite honestly happy to watch it again because I have already seen it before. So I'm not worried about like spoilers or anything like that. But I really want to play it myself. And yeah, he was so funny. I loved all his cuts. I loved all of that. I loved all those things like, I love chat, and then chat pops up on screen and we're just like posting trash. Yeah, he was so funny. Streamfleet, hi, how you doing? Oh, look at them wins, look at that love. I hope you are doing well. And Wolfsora, morning. I hope you're having a good morning. It is also my morning. What do you think of that? That's not normal. I feel like most time people come in and be like evening, and I'm here like, morning. Oh dear. I thought you'd like him. Yeah, he was so funny. No, he was great. Honestly, all of his cuts, top. Really, really good. Literally. I was just there like, God, do I need to prepare a chicken? But like, also, I got to get to the end of this cut. I was so torn. Like, I need to bring my laptop downstairs, but I don't want to miss this because I don't want to bring it down like all clunky and open, but like also, I want to watch this. Oh, I was so torn. I was so torn. Oh my God, wait, does he have a knife? Oh no. Wait, I have not seen a Wooloo emote. No. Big oh. No, I have not seen that. Because I'm in Northern Ireland, aka Satan's armpit. Oh no. Oh, it can't be that bad, Wolf. Oh, oh no. Oh god. Oh, amazing. Oh, I like that though. As a descriptor, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Wait, did I just go to main cam so you can see how much we've got to ruffle today? It's the stuff left over from yesterday. I think I managed to get 2 done, and then I was like, nah, I'm going full migraine this evening. I'm just gonna migraine it out, and then I don't think I can ruffle like this. The ruffles I would have made would have been trash anyway, and as much as we are making trash, I don't want it to look like I've just put in a half-assed effort. I want it to be full-ass trash. Oh dear, I sent you your Insta and she loved the cosplay. Oh, damn. Thank you. I'm not a sub of hers, or I'd show you. She posted in trash yesterday. She posted in chat yesterday. Can you put what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? So I can find her. Oh, you put it properly. Right, let me shout her out, and then I can. It's without the S, I assume, because really good typing. Let me find her. I'm assuming this is her. You do the good type normally, so I unlike me. Oh dear. The UK doesn't want us, and Ireland doesn't want us. I will want you. There you go. As an English person living in Wales, probably doesn't mean very much, but there we are. He wasn't there doing great. Ah, blurry hands. Oh, are we blurry again? Come on, camera. You got this. Bring us back. The hands. I don't know how much you want to see my hands. This is now going to end up being the thumbnail. It's going to be like, the hands. The hands. It was from memory. 583328858. Thank you. I'm just trying to get my hands to focus. Come on. The Welsh accent is a trip unless you live in the countryside. I love Welsh accent, right? I think it's great. I would say in like the sort of south and closer to England area, it tends to be a bit weaker unless you find someone from west or north. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. I found her. I've found lady. Right, and give her a follow, and that means I can check her out later. There we go. Thank you, Deb. Appreciate it. I found. Oh dear. Kaloon Panda. Hi, Panda has arrived. Welcome, Panda. I see that you've arrived. We're doing Ruffles today. To anyone who hasn't seen Ruffles before. Oh god, I just bashed myself. Anyone who hasn't seen Ruffles before, I'm going to knock myself out. This is what they look like. I've got a bin full of them, but I need to make quite a few, and this is the last batch. Oh dear. Shows how far the Romans got into the way. Ooh, Ruffles. Oh dear. Yeah. Basically, it's gonna look like sewage, but like a sort of beautiful sewage. You know, like a patchwork sewage. I'm gonna put some other bits and bobs in there. You know, because sewage has things floating in it sometimes. But it's gonna be fashion. Sewage, but make it fashion. Oh. You know, it's a really nice, relaxing project though. You know, as I discovered, there is in fact a foot that you can get for your sewing machine that just makes the ruffles happen, but I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, in which I'm doing it all by hand. But you know what? I am going to justify that it's relaxing, doing it like this. I like my history. History is lovely. History is a lovely thing. I like history. I think I've said this about a million times at this point. I like folklore, which is not history, but a lot of it comes from history. I love the way that they explain things through like folklore, and it makes me really happy. I also love the way that they were like, kids don't do these things, otherwise these list of horrible things are gonna happen to you, and they were intense. Oh, it's my favourite. It's and some of them are really weird, really creepy and weird. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, how weird and intense some of the situations. They'd be like, kids don't do this really specific thing, otherwise this list of horrible grisly things are gonna happen to you. Happy. Joanne, hi! How you doing? Welcome, I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever part of it you're in. Oh dear, I know that one. Yeah. Oh, Norse folklore, Loki was horny on Maine. I mean, Norse folklore, sure, but like, is it, am I thinking like Greek? Everyone was horny on Maine. It's all horny on Maine, oh my god. So much of it. I mean, that's not the stuff that I know the most about, but it's so funny. We have a lot of books on, I think the one that I probably want to know the most about is it like the Egyptian mythology and stuff like that. I don't know a lot about that at all, not at all. But we've got a few books on it now downstairs because I want to learn a lot more about it. Because I don't know as much about it. And it's not one that I would have ever really learned in school, but I'm like, it's interesting, and I'm interested by it. Wait! Okay, I know that one. Oh, that's a good luck. Streamfleet, good luck. But yeah, enjoy your luck. It's a good luck though. Oh dear. Don't eat the seeds of fruit or tree will grow in your belly. Yeah, that's no good. But then there's ones like, I'm not suggesting you look any of these up by the way because like creepy, but like there's like the corn people that live in fields and are like made of tar and they like have tar children and it's like, don't play in corn. It's like creepy. And then they like feed your children milk and it's creepy. It's creepy as heck. And it's like, where did this come from? Where did it come from? Where have all these things come from? Why did you tell your children these things? Oh dear. Wolf, hi! Oh, how the Munchy Hellikin. Oh god. I love that it changes ever so slightly every day. Again, Wolf, we do wish you the very, very best of the day. The goodest of good days. Oh dear. Pasta Verde. What is that tagliatelle? This is the, hopefully these are the lastest of the Ruffles. The lastest of the Ruffles, Mr. Frightful. Also, hi Mr. Frightful. There. Shreep! Hi Shreep! You're doing well. Egyptian mythology is crazy cool. See, I really don't know that much about Egyptian mythology, but like the small tidbits I've like been fed sounds interesting. Sounds really interesting. And I want to know, like, you know, you hear bits and you're like, I wish to know more. So it's like, I grabbed some books. Books tend to be the best way for me to learn. I like documentaries a lot, but I'm not great at watching television. And again, because I like get headaches very easily, migraines very easily. Books are easiest, I can put them down very easily. I know where I've left it off. So, we got some books. And I'm looking forward to learning just a bit more. I just love mythology, folklore, things like that. I think it's so interesting. My only thing is, I'm a little sad that because it's like, with history, it continues. Obviously we make history now, we'll make history in the future. With folklore and things like that, it doesn't feel like it's something that we'll ever make any more of, and that's a bit sad. Because I guess like science and things like that, like we can kind of just prove why things are happening. Tag, thank you for the host. Hi, how you doing? An Egyptian god with a mirror and a Russian holy man walk into Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Fucking disturbing. Oh, and Clooney Panda as well. Thank you so much for the host also. It's very kind of you. Egyptian mythology sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's just because it's all very different. I guess it's a way of explaining things that they just couldn't explain at the time a lot of the time. But the way that it's explained makes it sound like a whole nother thing often. And it's just so interesting. I love the stories. I love all the like characters, everything like that. Like the gods and everything's cool. You're doing well, Shrimp. I am doing well. I hope you're also doing well. You turds. Oh, I see some horns. Oh god. I mean, flat people doing this is true. Flat Earth people doing mythology. I guess maybe, but that would be it. Oh, careful everyone. We're having a bit of a lag. Oh, sorry guys. They are on their way. Oh dear. I have to go. I hope you Panda. I hope you all have a good day. No, that is a tragedy. Nothing else. Oh god. Oh dear. I suppose some of the stuff we believe now might be considered folklore in the future. Aliens is great if you... Oh, ancient aliens is great if you want to learn Egyptian mythology. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that'd be another thing to look at. Yeah, I suppose some of the stuff... Oh, and Kaluni! Another one! Yes! And do one more. Being a bit laggy this morning for some reason. I'm not sure why. Why are we having a laggy horn? Oh, actually, yeah, Mr. Frightful, that is true. Things like Slenderman would be, I suppose, yeah, considered like a folklore. That's true. I didn't think of that. Basically, like the Siren Head and Slenderman are basically, yeah, like modern mythos now. That is true. Yeah, well, as well. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I suppose things like that could be, yeah, considered like a modern folklore. I guess, yeah, it's different, but I didn't think of that. Yeah, because that's something that I've always been a bit like, because you know, it's something that I've enjoyed and looked into like for a while now. Like I studied it in college, which I guess would be the equivalent. I don't know I really don't know what it's the equivalent of. I've been trying to explain this for a while now, I suppose, but like high school, but like the last 2 years only, and you get to decide like only one subject in it. But it's not college. But yeah, I've been, you know, I studied it there as part of my collegey thing, and it was I really liked it. But then I was like, but it's kind of always made me a little sad thinking that like, well, what would we have to look back on in like a few hundred years from now? Like, would people look back and think, here's the literature from this time with the, you know. Then again, if we're thinking of literature, would people look back at creepypastas and be like, ah, the literature from the time? I mean, so, I don't know about that. But then maybe that's how they felt about, like, you know, the children's stories. They were like, maybe they wouldn't have wanted them to be looked back at as the literature from the time. Oh dear, it's a bit hard to get traction, but when it goes, it spreads. This is true. Better than Horny Lag. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. But yeah, a lot of our literature is about previous times. Yeah, this is true. We write a lot about not so much now. Whereas I guess then it was like, here is what has happened. Like, this is what's happening now, kids. Don't go into the cornfield. Because there's a lady in there and she'll turn you tar. Don't do it. And yeah, I don't know. But I guess also it was necessary to do that because like it was a way of spreading like stories because they didn't have the internet. Oh dear. Also I learned that March 1st is apparently World Compliment Day. Isn't it sad that we need a day to give compliments? I mean, yeah, I think honestly it's just a nice thing to do that you could just compliment someone any day. And I think like also the first thing people jump to, I think, when complimenting people is always like, oh, you look nice today, you look really great today. But like genuinely I like to try, like, I mean, most of the compliments I give people generally are on their costumes, to be quite fair, because I follow a lot of costume people. It's what inspires me. So I follow costume artists and stuff like that. I try to compliment people on their work more because when I think about it, I'm like, you know, they've probably spent a lot of time. Also, to be fair, like, if they look great, fair enough, but like, and I'll mention that, but like, if I can see they've put a lot of time into maybe like part of the armor there, that bit looks really incredible. I can see you've put many hours into it. It looks phenomenal because like, you can tell the work that's gone into it, and I try and compliment that bit specifically at some point because it's like, look at that work. That looks amazing. I don't know. But then also it is, I guess, you know, you should be able to give compliments any day. I think also because, again, this goes back to our conversation yesterday as well, though, because, like, so many people are so concerned as well because, you know, they don't have the best self-image. Giving compliments might help. Not all the time, because that might not help. But if you're constantly just being like, you're great, you're great, you're great, you're great, that might be a bit like, ah! But, like, you know, a little bit. You're in there. It's good. Memes are modern literature. Memes, I mean, you know what? Would I be sad if memes went down a little bit? No, in history? Nah. That's fine with me. I'm okay with it. I think stuff like aliens and UFO sightings, etc. are contemporary expressions of the same thing that have always been around, like it's the same thing for modern eyes. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that, to be quite honest, because, you know, even now, like these things of, like, UFOs and stuff like that, I feel like people, those images and stuff like that, they stick around quite well. I can imagine that. Looks up 400 plus books on historic fictions. Wolf, I love those. I love them so much. They are some of my favorite things. And, like, a lot of the, like, even going back and looking at, like, Brothers Grimm, the actual ones and stuff like that, not so much all of the really well-known ones either. Some of the obscure ones, they're weird. They're weird, but, like, they're not super long and they're kind of interesting. And I like them. I like them. The only issue is some of them don't have, like, super great translations. Not all of them, a lot of them do, but, like, some of them, a bit meh. Is that? But at least to my knowledge, I found some of them didn't have great translations. Back, to be fair though, that was back like 8 years ago. It might be different now. Oh dear. I was talking to my husband about what bands from today would be listening to in the future. Ooh, that's a point, actually. Because, yeah, some bands do just stick around. Like, they just stay. And then it's like, what bands won't stay? Oh, dear. Do need a slap? Nah! Kitties, hi! How you doing? It has been a while. I hope you're having a good day. Rolling Stones, U2, some metal bands. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, I remember I had an Iron Maiden poster that it was like one of the holographic ones, and it was really heavy, and it used to just fall off my wall, and because it had like the face on it, it used to terrify me. I loved it, but like, because it made a really loud, like, holographic whoop 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 noise when it fell off the wall, and it had the face, I'd be like, Jesus, every time it fell off the wall. Sorry. Specific. Sadly, at least most men are afraid to give compliments now because of fear of getting maced and screamed. Yeah, this is the thing. It's much easier, I feel like, a lot of time for women to give other women compliments. And in some ways as well, like, yeah, like, you know, between genders, it can be like that weird thing of like you hitting on me or stuff like that. Even when you're complimenting on like a piece of work, there's always that worry that it's going to get taken in the wrong way. I do feel like the best way to do it is, if you genuinely think someone's work is incredible, complimenting the work they've done is normally the best way to go about it. Compliments on the body can be taken a bit, you know, but well, you never quite know. But I think that's normally the best way if you're concerned, but I get where you're coming from for sure, because you never quite know how it's going to get taken. My Instagram is basically a non-stop feed of complimenting other artists. This is the thing, it's lovely seeing, like, you know, seeing other artists and the work they create. And I try and, like, you know, when I'm pretty, I do get, like, I go through phases of being, like, pretty bad at checking it, but, like, when I see that someone's done it, at the very least liking it, and, you know, if I can comment on it at the same time, being like, I really like what you've done here, I really like what you've done here, I think that looks incredible, I love the work that you've done on this part, you know, just complimenting parts of it, because, like, and like saying, like, I love it overall, and this bit here looks incredible, I love the detail that you've done there, like the amount of overall and the composition of it just looks amazing, you know, stuff like that. Basically just being like, brr, 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 brr. But I get it, because, like, it can be like difficult, tricky water to tread. And yeah, no. What happens? Oh, Barnaby Wiggles don't high. What happens once in a minute and twice in a moment, but never in a decade? Oh no, you've given me a riddle. Once in a minute and twice in a moment, but never in a decade. You're good, kitties, I'm glad. I am also good. I hope you've been having a good time. I am still ruffling. I don't feel like you would have ever missed much, because we've been ruffling for a while. I'll be thinking about this Barnaby, by the way. I'm thinking about it, but it might take me a minute. Hopefully not many from that era. Good music was anything before 1990. I love a lot of music, Wolf, and I'll tell you right now, I like anything with beeps and boops as well. I basically like a lot of music, but you know, I would have to disagree, Wolf, because I think a lot of good music has been composed. Whether you think that it's popular music or not, though, that's fair. But like, I think good music has been composed since. Is all of it in the pop section? No. But there's been incredible music composed in video games. There's been incredible music composed like in other genres as well, in anime and other things. Like I think that some of the there's been some incredible collaborations between genres, which has been like amazing. I think music's come like a really, really cool. There's been some really cool stuff happening in the background as well. It's just maybe like I'm just a bit of a but like I don't know. I think some really cool stuff's happened. Like there was the whole thing where like I think it was you had like the Made in Abyss soundtrack, which I just absolutely loved. I thought it was incredible. I mean, I'm an anime fan, but I was like, whoa, so cool, so cool, so cool, so cool. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shifty, hi! They'll be listening to Busted in the year 3000. Nothing will change, but they will live underwater. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting new shelvings in my room. What does happen once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in a decade? Once in a minute, twice. I don't think I know Barnaby. Blinking? No, wait, I blink in a decade. No, I blink in a decade. I don't think I know Barnaby. I might have to call it quits on this one. The answer is right after the question. Oh, the letter M! Bah! Bah! Barnaby, how could you? How could you? Oh dear. Oh dear. The new shelving's in my room. I'm getting a sad, but it's gonna cover my new favourite Doctor Who poster. No! Oh dear. The one thing I'm going to have for me, I'm saying old enough for people's dads to say, is you're cute, and the Doctor's opinion is... Oh no, Wolf, that's no good. Oh dear, yeah, that sucks. Oh dear, at least I get to display the consoles I have put on the floor. That's true, that's true. Like if it's a way of displaying the things that you have, that makes it easier. But because you don't want to have them on the floor. Oh, Shifty just seen that, yeah. Damn it, Busted. I do like Busted. I wasn't gonna say Busted, but I like Busted. Some of the best music have been opening soundtracks. Yeah, there have been some great opening soundtracks. I mean, there's been some great stuff in video games as well, though. And like also, not just that, but like the covering, like video game soundtracks, but then that have been covered by orchestras have been absolutely incredible, like really incredible. So like older soundtracks, but then have been more recently covered, like in Distant Worlds, things like that. Been incredible. It's the final ruffle. Da 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 da. Thank you, Zero. Also, hi Zero, how are you doing? The letter M, the letter M. It's literally right there. I'm sorry, Barnaby. I'm sorry. I've disappointed you. Oh, okay, I gotta be right back. The Rody needs brushed and his payment. Oh, fair enough. That is fair enough, Wolf. Oh dear, I think some of the indie music from the 90s was amazing. Yeah, this is the thing, like, there definitely was, don't get me wrong, like, there was a lot of amazing music before the 90s, but I think after the 90s, we started getting a lot of amazing music outside of just the main line. Oh, Barnaby, thank you for the follow, it's very kind of you. I looked up the word opaque, the definition wasn't very clear. See, I have a feeling you and oh, we have two wolves in chat, I've just realised as well. Oh dear. You and one of the wolves in chat might, or maybe both of the wolves, might get along very well. Because we have two people that have a lot of puns. I'm doing okay, just churning out some stuff for work. That's fair. My headset's not, oh, there we go, maybe that's it. Maybe my head's too big. My headset is not fitting great today. Maybe my head's changed shape. Oh dear. I'm glad that you are doing it. If you need to pop off for work at any point, Zero, just go, because that sounds like you have a lot of busy stuff going on there. And you know what? If you ever do come back, I will just be ruffling today. I think it's a lot of ruffles. I also got a little basket thing so I can store cable games so I can fit on the shelf. It's gonna look lovely. Cables is one of those things where it's just an absolute nightmare, but like, if you're someone that can make them look good, honestly, amazing. Oh dear. Cables, trying to make them look good. Yeah, I feel like after the 90s, music started getting good in a lot of other places, other than just like music that you might hear on the radio. But which is really cool. But like, radio music maybe took a slight dip. But other music got really good. Like, don't get me wrong, there was good soundtracks, but like a lot more good soundtracks. Like, I feel just like it became more of a priority, and like, and also like they just had better technology, I guess. Like, more able to create incredible soundtracks for video games, and it became like, you know, the soundtracks that were in the games, and you know, also in anime as well, and other genres too. Like, I guess television, things like that. It's just I don't know as much about television. Became a lot more distinct. Like, I feel like in the 90s, that's when, like, for instance, things like Cowboy Bebop came out, and a lot of people know that. People be like, yep, that's pretty recognizable. I recognize that soundtrack. And ones like that, it just had just great. Katamari soundtrack is still top tier. It is. It's a really good one. I actually have so at London Comic Con, there's a stall sometimes that's there, and I'm sure they do other Comic Cons too. It's just that's the one I would go to that I see it at, and they do what do you call it? Posters of, like, they look like really kind of traditional Japanese art, but it's modern video games, and I have a Katamari one. Oh dear. Okay. It's all good, it's just some CSS changes. I've got the football on, and you're still to keep you entertained. Oh, brilliant, okay, so just sort of like you have to churn out work, but it's not too intense, that's fair. All I know is the 90s, oh good, for drugs and games, that's fair. Oh dear. Is that from personal experience? Oh dear. Every day I regret not buying one of those posters. Oh no! You could. I'll try and show the Katamari one. It's rolled up downstairs at this point because we want to frame it. Because it's got kind of delicate edges because of the paper that it's done on. We want to put it in a frame just to make sure that it stays safe. So it's rolled up right now in some like plastic covering. But we're going to frame it. Once it's framed, I'll try and show it on Zoom so people can see it. Oh, also, to those who haven't noticed, we have modded Shifty Blook because Shifty Blook is a good bean, a good bead friend, and is also a streamer, and we support the good bean friend, so streamer. They are just getting off feet. Oh dear. Good bean, Pat's head. Thank you so much. That is okay, friend. So that is we have new mod friend. Everyone knows me for Spooky Dope and playing Doom. Dope and Doom. So soon you grow to be Strong Bean. We support Bean until they are in fact Strong Bean. Everyone on this channel becomes Bean. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, you know? I'm going to change the jellyfish subscriber thing to be a bean. Because I feel like it just fits, because everyone on this channel is I just refer to as beans. You are a good bean, you are a sweet bean, you are a strong bean. I don't think anyone's a bad bean. You could be a cool bean. Actually, no, I don't think I referred to people as cool bean, but I do say cool beans. But they're not people, that's just a phrase. Oh, rancid bean. Now listen here, you rancid bean. Oh dear. Jelly bean. Oh, Mason. Oh, Mason, that is, now that is also, that's the channel. It's interesting. Oh dear. Rancid bean, now that is inspired, Mason. That is truly, truly inspired. You are the smartest bean. Oh. Jelly, I had not thought of that. Oh. Right, how do I'm gonna have to make a note of that though, because also I'm going to forget this. Right. Jelly beans. I have just searched that in Google, but there we go. Jelly beans. Perfect. Oh dear. Kraft and the jelly beans, like Kraft potato? Oh no, that's mac and cheese, not potato. I have forgotten it is Kraft mac and cheese, not Kraft potato. It's a cool bean. They're crafty. Oh no, it's gonna start everyone. What's going on, jelly beans? It's your girl. Is that what you want? Is this what you desire? I'll start every stream like that. With so much energy, like, what's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Jelly. Hi, beans. I will walk into the ocean if you do that. No, zebra. Don't do it. Oh. Yeah, I do kind of just refer to everyone as beans. Thing is, though, it's not like I know who it started from. It was a friend of mine. Like, so there was a cool bean started long ago. That's long gone. I'm long gone with that one. But someone in university started calling people bean. Well, they call people bean, and I got it from them. And so, you know, you pick up phrases from people. It was them, so I know who to blame. Whomst it is to blame, I am aware. Oh dear. They're the original bean. They are the original bean, or unless technically I'm the original bean because I was called a bean, and then by this person who dubbed me bean, and then I spread the bean. Kind of like the zombie virus. And now you're all beans. So I don't know if the bean is a good thing. Bean seed. Oh no. I don't, maybe. I don't know if the bean is a positive thing, but quite possibly the bean is if the bean is a positive thing, then yeah, sure. Oh dear. Yeah. But do you know what? I hear other people say it. I hear it sometimes in like cartoons and like other things in pop culture. They'll say like cool beans and I'll be like same, that's what I also say. And I'll be like, oh, would you look at that? It's spreading. The bean is spreading. The youngling viewers are bean sprouts. Okay. You guys are very creative. I actually kind of love that. Like, maybe I could do, because I think they have that as well, don't you? If you've been like subscribed for like 1 to 3 months, you could be like a bean sprout, and then you could sprout into a fully fledged jelly bean. And then after that, I don't know. You've been a bean for too long. What happens to beans? What do beans do? You eat them. You just eat the bean. I don't know if I want to do a human bean, because then it's gonna be like, what, a baby? I don't know how I feel about that. And bean. Oh. Well, that's that's kind of what I like about it though, is like, because then it's like, because yeah, it's like a bean. Yeah, it's like a, kind of close to humans. What do beans do with their lives? Yeah, well, like, what happens after bean? Going on with Psychos. It's your, what's going on, Psychos? It's your girl. Oh my god. That would be such a way to start a stream. Also, I don't know how. What would because I really like the idea of doing jelly beans, but a jelly bean sprout. Jelly bean sprout? What did a jelly bean sprout look like? I guess just really colourful. I just wish they could be different colours. So like, wouldn't know what colour bean you were gonna be. Like, you could sprout into any colour bean. But then I guess some people might be disappointed. They'd be like, but I didn't want to be a blue bean sprout. I wanted to be a red bean sprout. And then it'd be like, well, you got blue. Oh dear. Are we human or are we bean? I don't know if I can answer these questions. That's deep. That's really deep. Oh dear. These are deep questions that are being asked, and I just don't have all of the answers. Are we human or are we bean? Mr. Bean, is he human or is he bean? Oh dear. Question the ages of modern day Socrates. Mr. Human? Oh, that'd be amazing. But then everyone else, would they be bean? What is Teddy? I don't know. Too many questions. I can't get that song out of my head now. Well, are we human or are we bean? I refuse to accept there are any other lyrics to that song at this point. Are we human or are we bean? It's also very difficult to sing a song when you can hear another song playing. I'm gonna use that as my excuse for the fact that I can't sing. Oh, I like this. Does the human bring me a bean? Bom, 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 bom. Human, the ultimate disaster movie. I mean, also mild accuracy. Mild accuracy there. Feel like it could be that. We do be doing a lot of the not greats. Oh dear. There we go. I need to make soup tonight. Looking forward to it. Should really make a playlist for cooking food. But then I feel like also because I cook food in the evening so often, I do just kind of listen to streams. I feel pretty bad because I also lurk hardcore at that point. But I don't know, it's the same, it's the dilemma of like, I can't really touch my keyboard if I've got hands covered in like, even if it's just like potato. Because you know, like you get like starch hands, starchy potato hands. And I'm not touching my keyboard if I'm covered in potato. But then if I see my name mentioned in chat, I'm just like, I'm covered in potato. Oh dear. What about human bean? I think again the issue would be that I don't really want to draw a small baby. Oh dear. I usually listen to my podcast with my phone speaker in my pocket while doing dinner prep. See, yeah, that sounds like a good call. I think it's because of when I finish the streams here. It's normally sometimes it's early, sometimes it's like 3 o'clock. But then like on Mondays, for instance, I finished it about 5:30. So it was like I needed to start dinner prep pretty soon after that for a roast meal because it takes a lot longer. I was just there like I wanna watch all the clips, but also I have to go. But depending on the meal, like I might need to start much earlier. If they need to sit for any length of time, or like if it's going in doing any slowly cooking or anything like that, I have to leave it. But yeah, because I'll raid someone and then be like, I need to chop things, but I don't. If someone's like, oh, what's your opinion on this, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm covered in potato. But I wonder if I can get like a text to speech though, because that would be kind of cool if Twitch had that, and I could just be there like, I'm really sorry, I can't reply. I am in fact potato. Should totally do text to speech. I think that would be great. Now, I might not say what I mean, but I think at the very least I would have replied, and I think that would be wonderful. Oh. That being said, I do kind of have, you know, kind of a good voice for text to speech. So it does tend to pick me up pretty well because I've got like, at least in the UK, it picks it up best if you're English and you have close to a Queen's sort of English voice, which is close to what I have. Like I'm pretty close to that. If you have a strong Welsh accent, a strong Scottish accent, or a strong Irish accent, I'm sorry. That's where text to speech, or speech to text. No, speech to text is going to not be the most it's, yep. But, or at least in the past, that's where it's not going to play ball as much. But I'm quite fortunate in that, like, because I am English and I have the accent that I guess they kind of recorded it with. It kind of works with me quite well in that it might miss a few words in between. That's because I speak quite fast, I suppose. But it does pick up the words that I say generally. Yeah. I mean, it does also pick up all the bits in between, so every time I say like or but other than that, you know, it gets my general gist across, so that's okay. It would just be you accidentally sending "oh dear" in the chat every few minutes. Oh god, it would! I'd just be there like chopping up vegetables like, oh dear. Why? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, What? Come back here. No. No. The chat constantly. Oh no. Queenliness is next to godliness. I mean, I don't super love my accent. I think that it makes me sound, at least over here, quite posh, which is not me. So I think that it gives like often a wrong impression of the kind of person that I actually am. But also it's my accent. Like, what am I gonna do about it? This is the way that I speak. I can't really change the way that I speak. Not without like going to speech therapy lessons to sound like someone that I'm not, so. That's fine. Oh dear. Yo, I just found an old Paul emotional Half-Life software thing. Ooh! Old Soul promotion. This is so cool! So cool! So cool! Ooh! It sets false expectations. Yeah, basically, I think you know, the way that I might talk and then actually who I am, it's not like, you know, I think first impressions, if you heard my voice and then saw me and actually got to know me, it doesn't necessarily all match up all of the time. And you know, which is fine because very quickly I can be like, you know, this is my name, here are my likes and dislikes. And I think also the way that I speak and generally like my vocalizations are, you know, the fact that I go very loud, very quiet, very quickly does kind of take away from any sort of posh aura I might generally give off. But, and it does kind of work in my favour if I want to do any kind of phone manner. Like, I guess, technically, which is good. But also, I do sound young over the phone, which is not my favourite. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, there's that too, which is kind of okay. People do tend to assume that I'm a fair amount younger than I am. I sound something stuck in my throat. I sound like a posh Scot since my accent faded while living in Singapore. Oh, a posh Scot. Ooh. That is an accent I don't know if... Posh Scot. Not sure if I could... Because I mean, I know Scottish accent, but I don't know if I'd know the difference between, like, someone who was posh and Scottish to just regular Scottish accent. Because I don't think I've heard, like, enough Scottish accents to know the difference between that. That is interesting. Interesting. I like how interesting that sounds, though. Oh, dear. When I worked in retail, customers kept asking where I was from because they didn't believe I was Welsh. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that if they live near the, like, near Englandish area. Because I was saying this earlier, like, a lot of people that I know in Wales, if they live closer, like, to the south or the east, it's more, less Welsh accent. Like, to me, they sound more Welsh, but they don't sound like they're from the west or the north. So it's like, to me, they don't sound like as maybe Welsh, but they do sound not so English. They sound like in the middle, but they don't sound like me either, I don't think. Where it's like, you know, I think people pick me out and they're like, you're not Welsh, you are English. Like, I don't think anyone would believe that I was Welsh. But then when I go home and visit my friends back in Hampshire, they tell me that I sound different because I've lived in Wales. But nobody in Wales would tell me that I sounded Welsh. It's very odd. Oh dear. I got interviews with the game. Wait, it's got interviews, not I've got interviews. I was like, wait, what? It's got interviews with the developers and it's got beta footage of the game. God, this was so late. 97 on the retail game. It came out 98. Aww. It'd be like that with old games though. They'd be, which is like, I think one of the things that makes them so cool though. A lot of the old. Yeah. It was a strong year. Game. Well, to be fair, a lot of the late 90s was strong years for games. And also for music for games. Back to the music again. Strong years. Why won't my headset fit on my head? Has my head changed shape? I don't know. I did have a strong migraine last night. Did my head change shape? Do I have to be concerned? What's happened? I miss when games like this came out with cool promotional material. Yeah. Yes and no. Like, this is the thing. Like, I miss some elements, but then I yes and no. Because I think there's a lot of benefits of new games that have come out. So it's like some of the old stuff gets replaced with the new stuff. Because the manpower gets directed in new ways, and it's like, yes and no. And so, yeah, while demo discs were good, and I did like demo discs, I like the new scape of gaming better than the old general sort of, like, I don't know. But I did like demo discs. Demo discs I did enjoy. we had a few demo discs that I genuinely loved. Until they stopped working inevitably because we didn't look after them well enough, or maybe it was our PS1, I don't know. I feel like we went through a couple of PS1s. I'm not sure what it was. That wasn't us. I'm 99% sure that was just the console. But like, I remember having a couple of PS1s and they just, I don't know, the PS2 we stuck with like the entire time and it was fine, but the PS1s, I don't know what it was. They didn't hold up. They didn't hold up. Half-Life, Metal Gear Solid, Zelda, yeah, Banjo-Kazooie and a bunch more. I mean, late 90s was also when a couple of really strong Final Fantasies came out too, on like what I remember. And yeah. I think 2000 was when 9 came out, so just a little later. Because I think that was the last Final Fantasy that technically was PlayStation 1. and it came out at a really bad time because it was just before the PlayStation 2. It was my favourite. Oh dear, sometimes people would try and guess my accent and some guesses were very left field. Australia, yeah, we've talked about this before in like people guessing between UK and Australia and people getting a little confused between a UK accent and an Australian accent, and that it's actually pretty common people to guess that people from the UK might be Australian and vice versa. Like it's not so uncommon. Yeah. Oh dear. Another person thought I was specifically from Dublin. Every time I was like, nope, just Wales. Just Wales, I'm afraid. PS2 was amazing. Really missed Dreamcast though. Yeah, we had Sega. We had the... I always get confused because it had two names. It had one name in America and one name in the UK. And I think I always call it by the American name. I get a bit... But yeah, we had a Sega and that was the console I would have... I think so, because bear in mind, like we would have, when I was old enough to play a games console and remember it, we would have had the PS1 at the same time as the Sega at that point. So I was like, I don't know if it would have been the PS1. I would have played the PS1 and the Sega at the same time, basically, and they were both great. I mean, we had Sonic and we had Toe Jam and Earl, which was really, really good. Loved that game. And we also had this pinball game on the Sega, which was like crazy. It was so many bright colours and flashing lights. I couldn't play it now. I would probably have a migraine in about 2 seconds. But oh, it was intense. It had this like underwater like submarine level. Oh, amazing, amazing. I love that one. Oh, the Sega Mega Drive Genesis. That's the one. Yeah, Mega Drive Genesis. Yeah, I'm never really sure which one to call it because like I never know which one I should call it. Oh no, let's have the Sega Saturn. No! Definitely a Sega house here. Yeah, we had that one. That's the only one I remember me playing. I don't know if we had any before that. Would have been before my time at that point, but I've lost my scissors again. Why do I do this? Have they gone into... Have they been... Oh. I hear them. There they are. They get lost in Ruffles. Oh dear. Australian accent and British accents to me are similar relation to Yankee accents to Southern accent. Yeah, so they probably do sound pretty... We said this before, they probably sound very similar to people that aren't from one of the countries, but to us they sound heckin' different. To us we're just like, what? But to other people I think they're very similar, so... I mean, even in the stream, I've had people ask, you know, are you from the UK or are you from Australia? And I'm, no, I am. Well, I normally say I'm English. I do live in Wales though, because otherwise the next question is, oh, what part of England do you live in? I don't live in England. I actually live in Wales. Because otherwise, I don't want people to think that Wales is a part of England. I don't think anyone from Wales would be very happy to think that I might be insinuating this. Oh dear. I lost the console, but still got my cartridges. I wonder how expensive it would be to replace that though at this point. A lot of the old consoles are not super cheap to purchase, I feel like, at this point. Saturn wasn't a good console, but I had fun with it. We bought a bunch of games for dirt cheap. It was one of the major department stores went bankrupt and had a clear out. Oh, okay. It's maybe not so bad. The fuck thinks you're from Australia? Oh dear. Another green sword in chat. Congrats. Yeah, so Shifty Blook is a little bit newer to stream game, but good streamer. Good streamer. And is good bean. We like the good beans. And is doing me big help with mod. Yes, it's a green bean. If you are both happy to be green beans, I will check with other green bean because although Shiny does not speak, Shiny may occasionally be here. I don't think Shiny's gonna be happy to be a green bean. Green bean. The silent mod. The thing is, Shiny, if you like being a green bean, make no sound. There we go. I can actually hear Shiny in a meeting right now, so Shiny isn't gonna make a sound. Oh dear. Thing is, I'll go downstairs. People that don't know, Shiny is the boyfriend. Does help me out if he basically is mod in case I'm desperately in need of mod, but is not a chatty person. He'll be like, yeah, I tuned into the stream, and I'm like, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, thank you, Deb. Oh dear. Yeah, we like green. I love green beans, to be fair. They're actually one of my favorite. They're one of my favorites for putting in like a veggie curry as well. I don't know if anyone else makes veggie curries. I don't make them super often because I'm not that great at making curry. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't know if anyone else has this. My family, for years, were like making curries, and they were like, you know, just not quite right. Just want to try a few other things, and like, you know, they'd move things around, make things a bit better, and like there's a lot of like just doing things by eye and throwing stuff in, and I never really paid attention to it, and I regret because now I'm like I want to make it, and now I'm like I don't really have any of the skill at making this sort of thing. But I love vegetable curry. Vegetable curry is probably one of my favorites. I mean, first of all, it's got a lot of veggies in it, so it's like one of the best ones for me because meat does not do me in agreement. But I love green beans, and I just have like having a lot of green beans in my veggie curry. They aesthetically look cool because they're long and they're just there, and I like that. I like potato and I like green bean. It sounds weird, but like, I don't know. I love it. Oh dear. They're one of my go-tos if I need to steam something and throw it in a dish. Yeah! And they're so easy, and I feel like there's a lot going on with green beans that just make them great. They got a lot of goodness. A lot of good. And I feel like they do take flavour pretty well. They can also handle cooking for quite a long time, which I feel like goes good in a curry. I regret not having listened a little better. There's many things I can cook that my parents cooked, but curry is really not one that I feel like I learned. I did not learn many of that. Nope. My parents, they'll be like, oh yeah, just whip this up, and I'm just here like, nope. Nope. Did not learn. No idea. And like, I can make some things that are like, you know, pretty curry-ish, but like, vegetable curry? No idea, really. I can make like simple stuff, but not like, I would say like, to the extent where I would serve it to other people. And that's kind of my bar. Would I eat it myself? Sure. Would I serve it to other people? No. I would love to get to that level. But I would like it to include zero. That's where I want. I think that's probably my favourite thing for vegetables. I love vegetables, don't get me wrong, and I like just eating vegetables. Like veggies with a roast, veggies in like a pie, veggies in other things. But veggies in a curry, oh, that's a good veggie. Oh dear. Veggies, green beans are amazing. I like to season them with a local delicacy, local seafood seasoning called Old Bay. Ooh, I do not know what that is. That sounds interesting. Is it similar to bay leaves, or is it just like a completely different thing? Go. Ooh, and green beans and fish. Fish is pretty good. I've heard of Old Bay, but I haven't tried it. I haven't even heard of it. Wait, I'm like out of the loop. Old Bay. What bee? What bee? I know bay leaves. That's all I can think. All I can think of now is curry, and I'm like, oh. And fish. Fish and curry. Delicious. Delicious fishes. That being said, I have got a really good link today because we had a roast. I don't know if other people do this, but whenever we have like a chicken roast, we do like sausages with it. And I always make like a lot of extra sausages so that the next day I can have like sausage sandwiches. Sausage sandwiches. Or we don't have like proper bread, so I can't have like a sausage buddy. But I can have a sausage sarnie. That's alright. And I am in fact looking to my sausage sarnie. Ah, it's gonna be good. To make sure we have ketchup, but actually no, wait, I think we do, because basically I had one, so when I went into Cardiff the other day, I did have a sausage buddy. I got one in Cardiff when I had to, I think it was when I was going to pick up the fabric actually. I got one from like a cafe or something, and they gave me loads of sachets of ketchup. And I accidentally just brought the extra ones home with me. So regardless of whether we have any in the fridge, we definitely just randomly have ketchup sachets in the house. Because I just took them home with me. Oh dear. Oh, okay, Old Bay is like, oh, okay, like what's seasonal? Oh, okay. A thing where people want a good general purpose seasoning. Ooh, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, pretty much like salt for us. Oh. Okay, that sounds... Wait, that sounds good. Is this like similar to... Somebody told me about chicken salt. Is this similar to chicken salt? Because that was another like all-purpose like salt style thing that I wanted to try. Oh dear. It's named Old Bay after the Chesapeake Bay, where a lot of blue crabs are caught. It's literally good on anything. Chicken salt's so good. Goddamn good. Yeah, like that was another thing that I really wanted to try. Because that was mentioned. Oh, that was mentioned like a couple months ago. But it stuck with me. Chicken salt has stuck with me where I'm like, I really want to try chicken salt. I mean, if it's like that, I can add it to the seasoning list of seasonings I wish to try. Chicken salt is basically chicken bouillon. Oh, okay, bouillon and salt. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, really, can you? Unless you're a vegetarian, in which case, or vegan, in which case, fair enough. Well, I'm sure you could do like a vegetable version. Veggie salt. Which would probably still be pretty cool. There are copycat recipes for a lot of seasoning blends. Oh, okay. Turp is here! Turp is here! Yes, we have stolen a turp. Oh wait, I should probably do some shoutouts to like creative people here. And for them. Because we have some good beans here. We have many good beans here. So there is, if you're interested in art and seeing some really cool and interesting art made in some really, really interesting ways, we have the Terp Derp. He does really, really cool art and craft, like he does like interesting stuff, and it's all like drawn on like, I think it's a tablet, but it's really cool, and it's got good vibes, really good vibes. And then we also have I can't do it. I haven't got the dexterity, which is not good for a crafter actually. Not good for a crafter. Crafters should be dexterous. I was thinking about this the other day because it's like, if you're building up a D&D like character based on your skills, like my dexterity should be high, but I want to say that my like charisma would be like heckin' low, or something like that, or my constitution as well, heckin' low. And then we also have Dem. He does lots of games, and again, he's got that. He would have high charisma. Oh my god. I can smack my camera. So if you're looking for some really fun game streams, again, and a good supportive Bean, he's very, very fun. He's a fun guy. A fun guy, but not like the mushroom. We have good beans. Don't delete it! Don't delete it! Beans! Oh dear. Yeah. We have these beans. And if there are any other creative people in chat, please make yourself visible. I'll find you. I will shout you out. I'm very forgetful. And I sometimes need prompting because I'm very forgetful. Oh dear. Anytime, please remind me. I'm very forgetful. You're the boss. Is fungi. Is in fact fungi. I had Bpop, I don't know if any of you remember her, but she does really cool like makeup looks on Twitch. She sent me on Instagram a picture that somebody had drawn of like mushroom inspired outfits. Oh no, like 8 of them. So cool. Actually, I should post forward that to Alice as well, because I think Alice would costume would really love that. And they were like based on like the structures of like the cells of mushrooms, some of them, and they had some of them had like witch hats. They were so cool, so cool. You know, and it makes you think. People were so bloody creative, and like they look at a mushroom and they're like, you know what that could be? That could be a whole line of designer mushroom themed outfits, and I would straight up have bought every single one of them. They were literally phenomenal. I'll see if I can find it, and I will go on Instagram and see if I can put it on my story or something, because it was literally. I love it. Like I'm not even. I mean, I think mushrooms are really cool. I think a lot of things are really cool, but mushrooms are cool. But I would never normally be like, I wish to wear that. Like, but in this case, I would wear it. Oh dear. In US pronounced fungi. Fungi, fungus? Fungi? Fungu. Oh dear. I think it is pronounced fungi. I don't know what I was pronouncing it as, but I like the idea that it's fungi. Like goo. Also, we are slowly making our way through this pile. I like jobs like this, to be honest, especially like, you know, had a bit of a rough night, like, you know, you've been up till like 2. Your head's been like, you made chicken and it took like 3 hours and you streamed? That's too much. It's too much. But then the next day you're like, but you know what you get to do? You get to ruffle and you get to chat, and it's like, this is what I want. It's really nice and relaxing. I don't know. It doesn't take a lot of brain power. And I like it. It makes me happy. Also, these kind of look like the ruffles that you get underneath a, whatchamacallit, underneath a mushroom cap. Like, they're not so far off. I mean, I would say that they would be on their side, but if you had hundreds of these, turn them on their side, and this would take you literally hours, but like, turn them on their side and then just lay them up, you could make the underside of a mushroom cap like that. That would be a project and a half. But, yo, you could. Well, in Italian, mushrooms are fungi. Pronounced fungi. Fungi? Oh, fungi. 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 Can't type. Is that right? Is it fungi? I'm going to imagine that I am not butchering the Italian language, the beautiful, beautiful Italian language again. This is affogato all over again. But I'm gonna imagine that I'm not butchering it and that I've got it. No, you took a hatchet to it. No! No, 0, I'm not butchering it. I'm not butchering it. I've got it. I've got it dead on. You said hard G. I did a hard G. The hard G would be G. Von G. I don't know how much harder you want me to go with that. hard G versus soft G, which is like J. Oh. Oh, so it's like a J? On G? I'm confused. Ah, GIF versus GIF. Ah, I see. It's GIF. So, I see. It's right versus wrong. In which case, I claim that I am right. And it is G, not G. Ah, we are getting confused. It's the other way around. Stop being aggressive. You said to go hard. I was going hard. You can't tell me to go hard and then be like, you're being aggressive. I'm going hard with the G. George versus George? Oh, like Gorge versus George. Ah. It's Italian, not German. Wait. I mean... Go hard. Fun Gee. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. It's meant to be hard. Otherwise, it's no different than fungi. It's just fungi. Every stream, it slowly turns into me butchering the Italian language. I mean, there has been a worrying amount of streams where something Italian turns up and I unfortunately, the thing is I want to give it my best shot because, you know, first of all, I think Italian's pretty damn cool. And I have a couple of friends that can speak a fair amount, and I go into Discord with them, and they will inevitably continuously correct me. And, oh, bon ghi as in killing you softly. Like, to the tune of killing you softly? It's like, do 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 do. Bon ghi. I don't think that makes any sense. I'm confused. Foo. Oh, like food and ghee, like ghee. Okay. Fugi. This is like fugu fish. Oh, fungi. Ah, fungi. Fungi. I am now lost too. Fungi pronounce the long, not the short I. I don't think I'm ever gonna pronounce. Can I just say mushroom? I'm never gonna be able to. No, I have to get it right. There's no giving up here. Fungi. Fungi? 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 Is that? We got it? I wait with anticipation. Sorry, I should leave a bigger gap. Sorry, anticipation. Oh, right. Of course. Of course. Right. Yep. That would make a lot more sense. Not that I should do it to the tune of killing me softly. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't understand. This is several centuries of colonialism work. The bloody Brits find it easier just to bulldoze other cultures and learn them. I'm trying my best. I've not given up. It's not Fungi. Oh. You know, I'm still trying to learn Spanish a little bit on the side. I haven't given up. I'm still trying. That one I feel like is actually coming along though. It's just not something that I'm doing on stream. Because I'm not confident in my speaking skills. At all. And I don't think that I can say things that I wouldn't be confident that I wouldn't be offending people. But, though I can speak, I think I can listen to it better. I'm getting pretty good at that, and when people type in Spanish in chat, I can pick out words, which means I can kind of understand some sentences. But I am somewhat struggling. But I think the best thing I can do is just keep going with it. But I'm doing pretty okay. Doing pretty okay with that one. That one's coming along. So we're doing good on that. Oh dear. I'm really liking this conversation, but there's not much room for debate about this. Yeah, this is the thing. My speaking is really not great. I kind of just need to hear it and then repeat it about 1 million times. Because you're not wrong, I really struggle with emphasis. And it is constantly like the feedback is, my emphasis is terrible. I really do struggle, and like, unfortunately, I don't have anyone to speak to in another language, ever. So my emphasis is terrible, I can't practice, so I just have to keep going. Oh dear. Everyone knows foreign languages are basically just English with different words. No! Are you able to check the memes real quick in Discord? If not, all good. Oh no. I can try. Let me see. Bob might... If the stream crashes, I will be back imminently. We'll put it there, because Bob really doesn't like this. Especially if the foreign language is English. I want to learn another language, but masculine and feminine words just melt my brain every time. That bit I'm not struggling too bad with, because it's like, if I learn the word, like yes, it might be masculine or feminine, but I've learned the word, it just happens to be masculine or feminine. If it crashes. Yeah. Oh. In Dutch, there are no gendered words. Yeah, but Dutch is also, I couldn't pronounce anything. Like, it's not, I don't think I can, I mean, let's do, oh, also hi Purple, how are you doing? Like, I can't remember who it was, but someone was like, you need to speak like there's a potato in your mouth. And it's the same, I think, issue that I have with speaking Welsh, in that you speak from your throat, and I just don't know if I could do that. But I feel like if I could speak Welsh, I might have a much better chance at being able to speak Dutch, because it's the throat speaking aspect of it. It sounds like a really interesting and beautiful language, I don't know if any of the throat words I would do. I don't know if that makes sense. Throat words? And the whole potato thing confused the hell out of me. I don't know how to do that, but it was interesting sounding. Right, I've got into Discord. I'm moving. We are moving. I see you shiver with anticipation. Okay, I have seen it. That is a good... Bob is so angry. Bob is like, ah! Oh dear. I give it a try then, yeah. Mongolian throat singing stream incoming, no. Welsh is a wonderful language, but it shows no mercy to prepared mutilations. Yeah, I really like the Welsh language. Again, I've been trying to learn bits and bobs, but I with that one at the very least I have someone who can correct me there and then. Whereas it's difficult with like Spanish and things like that where I don't have someone who can necessarily just be like, you need to fix this or fix that. G's and H sounds and J's are like Y sounds. I can't speak much, but I learnt going on holiday, to be fair, and basically everyone in the Netherlands speaks English. Oh dear. Yeah, this is true. Like when I go to different countries that don't like aren't like English speaking, like for instance America, I do try to learn some of the language that I'm going to, and I try to give it a go because it feels like the best place where I may be corrected if I speak incorrectly, if that makes sense. And also like I want to try, like I really do want to try and speak in not English. But don't get me wrong, there will be times where I won't know the word and I will have to switch back over. And most of the times, because of the place I'm staying and stuff like that, people will speak English. But it kind of, I don't know, I would prefer it if I could, for instance, like, you know, ask for directions in Spanish. Like, that would be nice. And yeah, that's kind of my goal. Oh, did the angry Bobs? Yeah, Bob is just whirring away there like, how could you? You know I don't like that. You know I don't like it when you open other programs while you're streaming, and yet you did it anyway. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, Bob. Bobs are used for too many things. Bobs are all over the place. Bob's perfect. Yeah, get confused when I pop in. Going AFK. Yeah, we could be talking about anything if Bobs are in the chat. It could either be that my computers are having a moment, or we could be having a very NSFW chat. It's like, are we talking about general things? Laptop or boobs? Yeah, it could be either. Who knows? Or it could just be they're talking about anime. That's the other one. We could just be talking about one of the animes that I'm watching. Bobs have many uses. Yeah. But I would like to learn more Spanish. Oh, so is that Eri-chan? Thank you so much for the follow. It's very, very kind of you. Welcome. I hope that you are having a good day. We are ruffling, but hopefully this is the final ruffle. Da da. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Because we have already got. Actually, my bin right now, I'm going to show you just real quick because I've just been chucking these in there. It is mildly getting close to overflowing at this point. I'll be able to push them down, the Ruffles do condense. But yeah, it's like popping out the top. The use of Bobs could be referring to all three. Yeah, we're talking about anime, the anime is lewd, and also my laptop is not happy about this. That could be all three. All three Bobs are being in use at once. That would be one heck of a conversation. And thus, Bobs. Right, let me show you. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Look at that bin. But yeah, it could be condensed in. Yeah. We have a whole bin full of the sewage. It looks pretty good. Oh, it's also getting reasonably heavy. I mean, the bin itself has a bit of weight to it, so. But there's a lot of stuff in there too. Nikki, hi, how you doing? Welcome. We are getting through this pile. This part takes a little bit longer because I'm ruffling my hand, but yo, it's relaxing and I'm enjoying it. I hope you are having a good day. Oh dear. Barely it is actually used to refer to someone named Bob. Yeah, I'm not really using it to if anyone in chat came in and they were called Bob. Oh. Are they in for it? Oh, bless them. Oh. This is quite literally a trash cosplay. Yes! Yes, it is quite literally a trash cosplay. I am dressing up to become trash. Honestly, I'm just really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to becoming trash. you know, every now and again it's just really fun to dress up as something and just be like, heck yeah. Honestly, heck yeah. I'm looking forward to doing photos of being trash, posing near bins, posing near waifus. I think it's going to be really fun, really silly. I'm probably going to annoy a few people, but I think it's also just going to be really funny. Yeah, just stuff like that. There's really nothing serious about this cosplay, but it's just for fun. I think that's fun. I think that's kind of what I wanted at this point. I mean, I'm doing a more serious cosplay on Fridays, which is my bard costume, but aside from doing the more serious one, it's nice to do something a little bit less serious and do something just trash. My mother tongue is one of the few European languages that uses lexical tones. If the thing you're getting the right G is hard, try teaching someone to differentiate a cowboat, underwater rock. Oh, right. Both are pronounced the same, bow is in your hair, but they have a different tonal quality. Right, yeah, that's probably actually a really good exercise. I've heard similar things in other languages where it's like you want to do that sort of thing and then yeah, that would help you. That's actually probably really good advice there, Mr. Fritful. Huh. And then once you get that, I guess you could apply that to other words where they have that similar sort of, they could mean more than one thing. Huh. Sounds like all British cosplayers. Huh. 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 Oh dear. Wait, surely the cosplay should have trash space buns on the wig. You're right, it should do. Also, Solomon, thank you for following. That's really, really kind of you. You are right. Yeah, it should have space buns on the wig. We'll get back to that. Because I think it was my intention to have buns on the wig. And I think I might have forgotten it. But we'll get back to that because I think you're right. And I think I might have just straight up forgotten that because I have a headband and everything. And I think I just was like, oops, oops-a-doops. Any particular waifu you'll be standing next to? Rem. So I haven't shown this on stream. I don't know if I don't think I can show this on stream, is the thing. I don't know if I'll get banned. Basically, I have a Rem figure from ReZero, and for those who don't know, I'm Jelly. I do cosplay, and but my name is Amelia. And thus, I've decided I'm gonna pose next to Rem while dressed as trash because your waifu is trash. Amelia, I love Amelia. Can't wait for cons to be back on. Just want to cosplay my group and be cursed. Yeah, that's what I want to do. In English, we probably should have the tonality where we just have the same word for different things. I feel like the context often helps, like with like bear, for instance. The context of the sentence help rather than new tonality, but I get it. Not really there. Hi. I like creative streams, people streaming their passion or hobby. I think cosplay is inspirational. What is your inspiration for your interest? So if this is a way of asking it, I have interesting cosplay. I find the process more interesting at this point though. Yeah, so I also feel the same in that I really like making things. Wearing it's fun, and especially with ones like this, I'm looking forward to like some of the photos. But personally, I really just like making things, and I like making things where it's like I get to do more interesting like techniques, like making ruffles and attaching them. I like making wigs that are not made of hair, and that I find really fun. Like ways of making wigs that aren't hair and doing it differently every time. That's really fun to me, I would say. But otherwise, yeah, I find a lot of inspiration in watching other cosplayers as well. That really helps. But yeah, basically, just finding interesting uses for fabric that aren't always dresses. Yeah, that's really fun. I know someone from the UK who's lived in Germany for 7 years but still sometimes struggles between the difference. Some words with elements and without. Yeah, I can imagine. It's probably a lot of things. Unless you've grown up with them, you would still struggle between. I had noticed and thought you left them off and replaced them with the umbrella. I was heavy lurking on design day. Ah, oh, darn. Yeah, no, I think I just forgot to put them back on. Ah, I just straight up forgot to put them back on. No, the buns are meant to be there. The buns are meant to be there. And thus Rem can't be best girl. Yeah, this is the thing. Because my name's Amelia, it was like, well, I mean, I'm Amelia with an A, and she's Amelia with an E. But, you know, people really stan Rem, and I'm like, I have a Rem, but the Rem that I have is Rem in, wedding lingerie. It's pretty skimpy, and I'm just not sure if Twitch would be super happy with me having it on stream. Like, they might be fine with it because it's not a real girl, but also, like, the off chance that they're not happy with it, I will not show it on stream, because, we're a mature stream, everyone's agreed to be here. Like, they're like, yeah, I'm happy to see it, but, like, I don't know. I know Twitch can get funny about game nudity, so I'm like, then she's not nude. She's not. She's got like white frilly lingerie on, but like, I don't know. I don't want to get banned over a figurine. As funny as it'd be, it's not worth it. Oh dear. Big ass Attack on Titan group. We only expand the longer cons are held off. This is true, and also with the final season and everything. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The Attack on Titan groups are always so cool looking because there's always so many, and it also makes sense. It makes sense that you'd have so many because like the people that are in Attack on Titan, there's literally so many people that are fighting the Titans. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. I love seeing the photo shoots for those. They look phenomenal. I think that's amazing. Yeah, personally, I'm not big into photos. Like, I take photos of the costumes now so that I can see the finished pieces. But that's about it. I'm not a big photo person. It's a bit weird, I suppose, but I don't like it so much. Oh dear, Amelia is 4 tiers better than Emily. Oh, thank you, Dem. Oh dear, that would be the worst ban ever. I know, right? Banned on because I showed a anime figure in wedding lingerie. Oop. And also it was Rem. Also it was Rem. Oh dear. Attack on Titan season 4 when? I don't remember, but I think it's pretty soon. Why are you banned? A mostly naked Rem. Oop. Big oop. Oh dear. As long as it doesn't show under boob or butt cheeks. It's got butt cheeks. There's definitely butt cheeks and there's a fair amount of boob. Just like, yeah, it's a fair amount of boob. I didn't actually buy this one. This is the one that I won because that would be an expensive figure. I won that figure. I don't know. This is probably one where people might actually know this. This is kind of like one of those things where I could maybe show you the back. I don't know if I can show you any of this, to be fair, which kind of sucks because I can't prove this, but it's kind of cool. Does anybody know the Anime Man? Because he does these things called the monthly otaku giveaway. I think it's like the 3rd one he ever did was a wedding lingerie Rem. And it's that. I've got it signed on the back. I could try and show you the back of it, and then I could like block out bits that are maybe not showable, but that's what I'm going to be posing next to. You love the Anime Man. Yeah, I entered the monthly otaku giveaway because I also love the Anime Man. He does really down to earth ones and he watches a lot of the same stuff I have, so I've been a long running fan of his. And I entered it and I won it. And I mean, I do love ReZero, and I absolutely love the figure, to be quite honest. I'm a big fan of it, so I really do love it. Like, as much as I'm joking around about it, I absolutely adore the figure. Like, I think it's stunning, and I've kept it in the box for a reason. And yeah, it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's I just don't think I can show you the back of it without getting banned. There's a reason, like, I tend to keep a lot of the top shelf cut off because I'm just not sure. But it's such a cool figure though. Oh dear. Oh, he's posted on Discord. Oh, I could. Yeah, I could post it. Oh no, because Discord's meant to be not safe for work stuff is not on there though. I don't know. Oh dear. I missed the JoJo meetups. Yeah, the JoJo meetups also looked really, really cool. You're Erin. So basically get to be a heckin' Aww. Erin had really lot of good development though. Oh dear. Do you know the anime man was the Muffin Man from Shrek? Solomon, hi! Your channel was suggested to me. Welcome to Ruffles. I hope you enjoy Ruffles. Oh, Nick, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Yeah, we do the Ruffles. I hope that Ruffles are your thing. Like Ruffles. And we're also making trash because I like Garbodor, and I don't know, it's just fun to cosplay things that aren't super serious sometimes. And today, and this month probably, is not a super serious. You can make it not safe for work. We could, but then I don't know if it really fits this particular channel. Well, I mean, it kind of does, honestly, with all the anime we talk about. And the fact that we have got, like, the fact that we're a mature setting for, literally, not for swearing, not for anything like that, because I'll be honest, I don't really swear. I just don't. Literally just because of the anime that we talk about, and sometimes the games. It's like literally it. That's literally it. It means you're trash. You're right. Just means you like watching Jelly makes trash. Hi guys, I hope that you're enjoying watching me make trash for a month. Literally what I plan to be doing for quite a while at this point. I'll be making trash. Expected to make trash at 10:30 tomorrow morning as well. And I'll be continuing to make trash Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday next week as well. In which we'll be moving on to the dress, where we'll be continuing to make trash. And then I'll be posing next to trash. Very me. Aaron has good development. Yeah, he basically develops a god complex. It's a lot of development. It's a lot of development. I believe the Discord allows people under 18, whereas the channel doesn't. No, the channel, so here's the thing. The way that this works, Dem, I did have a little look into it. Basically, it's not that it doesn't allow it, it's that obviously you have to be 13 plus to have a Twitch, but we put the mature warning on there. People can come in, and they've clicked that they are aware that it is mature content, which tends to be that it could be all of the things that are listed in mature. If they are under 18, that's on them. That is purely on them. I don't have to do anything, but because they've clicked that it is, they've agreed to join. I've put up all the warnings and I've done everything, but it's not so much that it's 18 plus, it's that, you know, it's a mature, because it's mature is rated different in different countries or something along those lines. Oh dear. I don't cosplay and I've never seen or watched anime. I've played a bit of D&D though. Yo. Then we may be on the same lines, because although I do watch a lot of anime, I also do a lot of D&D. I also like Vampire the Masquerade, another roleplay game, and Pathfinder. I don't know, I like roleplay games. They're fun. They're fun. You get to be dramatic. It's good. It's social commentary. Oh dear. If you make a specific channel, you can tag it as not safe for work, and Discord says you have to be 18 to get in. Yeah, you can do that. It's whether or not I want to pop it on the Discord, because I don't know also how busy the Discord is, and it's like if people don't want the Discord, I can remove it, but I'm not sure. It's whether or not we want to keep the Discord. I'm not sure. She was working on a guitar loot thing for a character. Yeah, I was. That was for a Pathfinder character, which is, it's similar to D&D, but it's like just a tad different, like slightly different, but like some people would say it's. I like both. I like both for different reasons. Both are good. Both are good. Oh dear. Misha, hi, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you are having a good day. We are doing more Ruffles. There's a new thing where you have to put your date of birth in now. Yeah, again, it just because there's the chance of things being not safe for work, in a not safe for work channel, I suppose, in Discord, and it's like, yep, just to be safe. Never played Vampire. I played one game of Pathfinder 1E to see what it was like. I don't speak to those people anymore, so I doubt I'll play it again. That's fair. I think as well, like with any roleplay, you want to have a really good team of people to play with. So, like, you know, it makes it a lot more fun. I'm very lucky in that, like, the teams that I played with, I only play 5E and one game of 5E and Vampire now, whereas during the peak of lockdown, I played 4 different games. It's very intense. But I only play 2 now, which is much more manageable, to be quite honest. Yeah, it is good. It's different. I like Vampire a lot as well. Like it's my most run long in game. But the teams that I play with, they make the game a lot of the time, as well as the DM. Like, they really do make it. Oh dear. Okay, creator, hi! How are you doing? Welcome! I hope you're having a good day. I tried to raid, but OBS decided not. Crafty, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. Don't worry about it. Your presence means enough. My D&D sessions get strange. They do. I got Pathfinder 2nd edition stuff the other day from the Humble Bundle. Never played it before. Might have to give it a try. I feel like it's got a lot simpler setup at the beginning, but it can get a little bit unbalanced at times. But it's good. I do like it. I do like it. From legal standpoint, I don't understand how that works. If you're under 18 in the US, you don't have the power of law to sign documents. Even though you're 18, there is no repercussion. I had a little look into it, and that's the thing, because it's mature, but also it's like with Twitch, there are some things that don't fly regardless. So it's not like I can show nudity, anything like that. There's a lot of things that it's like, you know, there's swearing, there may be swearing, there may be some chat that's like a little bit more risque, but like that's about it, which is like 13 plus is fine for anyway. But that's what you're signing up for, which would be fine for 13 plus, but it's like no nudity, no stuff like that, and that's just general Twitch rules. So the fact is the mature ruling doesn't really sign you up for too much anyway, because if you're doing more than that, you'd be banned. Dear, what am I doing? I'm making a trash cosplay, that's what I'm doing. But at the moment we're specifically making ruffles for the headpiece and to go up the bottom of the dresses. It's a long process. It's taking us, this is hopefully the last stream on it, the 4th stream, because you kind of want to get the ruffles out of the way, because otherwise it takes a really, really long time. I want to play more D&D, yes. I mean, up to a point, I think 4 sessions was a bit much. I think 2 to 3 is probably my max. I don't think I could do more than that, but yeah, it's really, really fun. Is not licensed to practice law, he's just pondering, and that's fair, that's fair. I had a good look into it because I was a little confused at points. I think if you specifically mark it as 18 plus, then that's one thing, but yeah, technically, it's one of those things where if people agree that they're into watch your stream and then they come in and they're like, you know, whatever, you don't have to start putting your ban hammer down. They've agreed that they're in your stream. Because one, they could be lying just to get a rise out of you. They could be watching with their parents, things like that. There's a lot of other things that could be happening. Nev, hi! What you doing? How you doing? Like over Zoom or on a website like Roll20 or something else. So the ones that I've done it over, so one we've done on Discord. So Vampire specifically is only on Discord, and we have like a roll bot. It works well like that on Discord because you only, with Vampire specifically, because you only roll d10s. That's the only one you roll. So you just say like roll a specific amount of d10s. And because Vampire maps don't really feel quite so important, because it's not really done in the same way as 5e or Pathfinder. Other ones we've done in Roll20, and I've also done one in, I'd have to check. It was another website. It was, I can check because I have it on a drop down right here. It was D&D Beyond was the other one. So those are the ones we've done campaigns on. I like all of them for different reasons. D&D Beyond I really enjoyed. A couple people were using Tabletop Simulator while doing that, and then someone would like stream on Discord Tabletop Simulator, and that was good. Did I tell you the baker's pun the other day? You did not, Wolf! Please do share. The Pathfinder game I played, someone else almost blinded me, not knowing it's permanent. Wait, the Pathfinder game I played, somebody almost blinded me, not knowing it's permanent, and at the end, another guy tried to kill my character. Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, that's quite intense for a first session. Like, I feel like the first session, normally your characters are kind of getting to know each other a bit. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I think character interactions are really good, and you do kind of want to get to know each other, but like, it's quite intense. It's quite intense. Oh dear, you can make a photo and have a spoiler, not safe for work in Discord, by adding a photo link here with a long line symbol bracketing it out. I give a preview filter. You look at a preview filter. Click past to see the photo. Oh, okay, fair enough. Huh. I mean, I'll think about it. Yeah. We'll consider. Because I think I could also just post that and, like, roar over boobs. That'd probably be fine. Oh dear. Do you know that most bakers go to work? They need the dough. God damn it. God damn it, Wolf. Of course they need the dough, they're bakers. Yeah. Oh, I played Call of Cthulhu as well. A lot of people have been telling me they've played Call of Cthulhu. I've not played it. I've heard of it a lot, but I never played that one. Never played that one. And I've really been meaning to look into it. I've not known anyone running a campaign for it, so I mean, it would be a little bit difficult for me to jump on one. And again, I am already playing a couple campaigns, so it's like, oh dear. But I don't know. I feel like because I've heard so much about it, it would be if somebody said that they were considering starting it, I would be kind of interested, just because I've heard so much about it. I've heard a lot, and I've not heard a lot about people's experiences of it. I would say the only thing, like, I've not heard anything negative, just putting it out there. Like, nothing has come back and been like, I hate it. It's not been like that. It's just like, I've not heard people being like, it's my favourite or anything like that. And then again, I don't really hear that about D&D specifically either. It would just be like, I've played D. You're like, cool, me too. Oh dear. Like this. Oh dear. The setting was 1930s. Okay. A bit old. Ooh. I love the look of pure exasperation on your face every time. Oh good. I am glad that you are getting some joy out of it. Oh dear. Every time I look back at this pile, I know that we are getting through it, but one of them slow processes. The Orient Express. Ooh. Oh, that was not the setting I was expecting. Was it quite a short one? Must have been, because it must have been reasonably short. I can't imagine a whole session on Orient Express would have taken that long. Following a module, if I remember. Okay. Okay. Because, like, for instance, the vampire session that I take part in, the current storyline has been 2 years so far. Oh dear. Oh, okay. We would stop in several cities to find stuff. I see. Okay. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay. Yeah, that would make it last a lot longer. Is art your passion? Yes. Well, yeah, I'd say like sewing is definitely like my passion. I find like a lot of relaxation in just like sitting down and like crafting something. I'd say like my main passion is definitely the big projects, when I can like settle down and like make something where I'm like, I know this is gonna really hurt and take like, you know, 6 months to a year, and it's gonna take me ages, and I know it's gonna be really difficult, and there's gonna be loads of times where it's gonna be awful, but I'm gonna love it in the end, and I'm gonna be really proud, but it's gonna be really difficult, and and like those are my real big passion projects that I love, but they tend to be very expensive and I can't do them super often. I do them for like competitions and all. That's about it. I love those. I love those. And then like these ones, they're just so good for like honing your skills and having fun, and you know, just having a good time, and also feeling like you have something where it's like, I don't know, whenever I make ones like this, I feel like there's something that I feel good at sewing. Because otherwise I feel like it's very easy with the bigger projects to get bogged down, like, am I any good at this? Is this something that I actually have any skill in? Whereas with this, I feel like actually this is something that I can do, and I don't feel like I'm getting like hitting roadblocks every 2 seconds. So it's nice to have both. Went into the dream world and met baby Yoda. Baby Yaga, oh, chopped the vampire's head off. No! Only because I play Vampire the Masquerade. Things not to say on Vampire Poker Night. Okay, boys, let's raise the stakes. Oh no. Oh, God. I played a French lady of the night. Oh, Almond. That sounds really cute. You played a French lady of the night? Amazing. Oh my god, not BTM babe. Yeah, I hope. Well, she was stirring soup that contained people, and we got somewhere else, and then chased her house, and a lot of feral chickens. A lot of feral chickens. Don't remember where that was. Some village. Lord Between Worlds, hi, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Wait, we got. Oh my god, the emotes though. The emotes though. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Oh, or afternoon. I'm not sure. Oh dear. Lord Between Worlds. It's the person we met yesterday. My wishes are with you. I hope you grow more and know what you love. May your passion live long and keep cherishing what you love forever. Great work. Thank you so much, Faith. I hope that you also have a lovely, lovely day and that you have passion and that things grow great for you. Oh dear. Now I see. Yes, the trash that we are making. I also have a bin full of sewage ready-made. Oh, there goes my ruler. Oh dear. Dem is here, yeah. Dem may or may not have been the person that suggested you. Yeah, Lord is the person we went and we bothered yesterday. Oh dear. Oh wait, did I not do it right? Did I not do it right? Did I mush up? Have I mushed up? Oh, I did mush up. I mushed up. Ignore the mush up. Ignore the mush up. Fix it. We fix it. We fixed it. Oh dear. Thank you, Mason. Oh dear. I wish I had some stuff that people could out when I... Oh no! It is okay, because we love talking to you when... It's all good. Okay. Oh dear. I found that whole not serious cosplay thing made my fave character. I feel that whole serious and not serious cosplay thing just made my fave character's cloak for Summer Banner for fun! Yes, Laura! Yes! Also, hi! That's amazing, yeah, because it's like, it's good to have something. I feel like it's sometimes in any art. Oh Lord, thank you for the host, that's very kind of you. With art, something where it feels like you're really good at it. Even if it's like you're focusing on your main project only, to just every now and again do a little doodle so it feels like you're really, really you're great at something every now and again, because otherwise it's so easy to just get bogged down and feel like trash. Even if you're making trash, because like you know, the big project that I've been working on, technically I've been working on it since October or something like that, but I mean I did have to take a pretty big break on it during quarantine. But like, yo, it's so hard not to be like every now and again like roadblock, 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 and it's like, I'm trash. And then you just have to sit down and make trash. Yeah. Lord, wait, you talked about me? Yeah. Oh dear. Go back and look at Lord talk. Oh dear. Dem be like, hey, I found this funny guy. You wanna have some funny stream to go check out? And we'd be like, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go look at some funny stream. You can see, how you doing today? Oh dear, dang, AFK shortly, that's fair enough. Yeah, we've been good. We've been good, we make ruffles. But yeah, I feel like it's of things so it feels like still good at art. Even if you're doing something that's very, very challenging. Otherwise it's just like, ugh. That's why I always work at more than one project at once though, because I feel like with cosplay it's quite difficult. I mean, yeah, I could make like a pin cushion really quickly, but because pin cushions aren't really my passion. I like pin cushions, don't get me wrong, but they're not really my passion. But like, I always work on more than one cosplay at once if I can, so that, you know, I have a cosplay where I'm pushing the limits constantly and, you know, making something really, really difficult and stuff like that. And yes, the emotes! So good. So good! Oh dear. So cute. Oh dear. Yeah, and then like the one where you fall back on and you're like, I feel good now. What I wanted. Now I feel confident. Hi. You miss more Lord talk. Oh ho. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho ho. Oh dear. There we go. Snip on both ends, add to the bin. How do you like them? My girlfriend made them. Wait, she's so talented. They're so cute. Aww. Jamie. How guys' days so far? Very good. Very good. We've been like, hopefully this is the last day of making Ruffles. We've basically been making these for like 4 days now. They're really time consuming. A lot of parts of cosplay are like this, which is why it's really nice to stream them, because you can just kind of chat trash while making trash, and it makes it a lot more fun. They're not nearly as bad I think I thought it was go. Thanks for asking. Yeah, that is good to hear. Wait, you get to finally play Fall Guys? Oh my god, I've been watching people play Fall Guys, and I kind of want to play it really badly. It looks like Wipeout, and it looks so fun. To anyone who hasn't seen Fall Guys, it looks good. It looks so fun. So freaking fun. Yeah, I have instantly fallen in love with it. I don't know if anyone's seen Wipeout, but like, just imagine Wipeout. And yeah, Chikashi's castle. Yes, it looks just like Chikashi's castle, without mud. Just take out the mud and just put like a sheer drop, and then yeah. Oh my god. Except without the commentator, because the commentator kind of made it a lot for, I don't know, the commentator, really good. The commentator, so sarky but so funny. Oh, Chikashi's castle. Great. So good. So good. Oh dear. So what made you... so what to make for dinner? Homemade pizza or pasta with crab asparagus and cream sauce? Wait, homemade pizza? But what about the crab? The crab? Crab though. Crab's delicious. I mean, you know my thoughts on pizza. Pizza's delicious, but I can't do. But then there's also cream in the other one. I can't do cow. Cow juice is the bad for me. So cow juice is probably not the best way to say milk. We're going back to bird leaves again here, but cow juice. Oh dear. One for pizza, one for pasta, one for cow juice. Oh dear. Homemade pizza with cream sauce and crab and bits of asparagus. Oh, now that! Everyone thinks my fave pizza is super weird. Wait, why? What's your fave pizza? Go on then. What's your fave pizza? I'm sorry, I don't know what a feather is. All I know is bird leaves. I'm afraid. What's a feather? Bird leaves? Oh dear, cow juice, gross! Why? It's cow juice! Oh dear! I had it with lobster, I love it. I mean, it sounds really... Lobster, ooh! Fancy. Fancy fish. Fancy fishy meal. But you and me both there. Nobody likes my pizza. Nobody likes my pizza as well. I say it in chat and people be like, it's sweet and sour. And I love it. My fave pizza has a little bit of tomato sauce, ham, sauce, hollandaise, and boiled eggs. Cheese. The no cheese I can kind of understand. I don't like no cheese as much, but I also, my stomach can't handle cheese, so I kind of have to be there because like, but boiled eggs I like. The thing is, I like all of the things you've got there. On a pizza? I don't know. But then I also didn't know if I'd like potato on pizza, and it turns out it's like my favorite, so maybe it's a don't knock it till you try it kind of thing, but boiled egg? I don't know. We were doing a weird version of Dragon's Den in class club at school, and we had to try and teleport it without knowing what it was. Described to me a tea maker, and they called it leafy cow juice. Leafy cow juice. Oh my god. That's amazing. think I could try that, like an eggs Benedict. Oh, actually, that's a nice way of putting it, an eggs Benedict pizza. No, I love cheese. It just doesn't fit well on that pizza. That's fair. I love cheese. Cheese is one of my favorite things, but it does terrible, terrible things to my body. And I just can't justify eating it when it hurts me so bad. Oh dear. Mine's a tomato sauce on a layer of cheese, bacon, sliced tomato, asparagus, olives, tuna, sliced peppers, mushroom, onion, and on top. Jesus Christ, that is a lot. I was like, all of these things sound great. Jesus Christ, there's more. Oh my god, there's more. All these, I mean, they all sound good, but oh, that's a lot. I think the only thing there that really I'm not sure about is the tuna, but everything else sounds good. Everyone who's heard about my fave pizza says it's weird, but everyone who's tried it loves it. Yeah, now that someone said the eggs Benedict though, I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, that sounds good. That's why I never judge food before I try it. Yeah, because you're like, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Potato. I didn't think I'd like potato, but yeah. I'd probably try it with poached eggs. That's fair. That's fair. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe potato, egg, tomato, bacon, pizza. But then I'm like, that kind of just sounds like a fry-up. Maybe I'm just making a fry-up on a pizza. And maybe at that point, maybe I just want a fry-up. My pizza is, I really like pineapple, olive. I like onion, but it doesn't agree with me. I like cheese, it doesn't agree with me. And I would go for a barbecue base. Don't like my pizza, but I like my pizza. Really so the thing that I'm lactose intolerant because I always have weird tummies after eating pork products. Should have that checked. Yeah, for me it started with that, and then I was just getting really bad like pain after eating it. And the pain is kind of what did it for me, where I was like, if it's really hurting after I eat it, how much is it worth it? Because if I have to work and I'm struggling to stand, probably not worth it. I make eggs Benedict every year for Christmas. That is a good egg. That's a good egg. Right, damn nice. Glad you hear it. I have a few things I would never eat, and I don't care what anyone else says. Everything else I'll try, that's fair. And then yeah, the pills would probably make my pizza a lot more. I could probably eat it. Pineapple, olive, alright. Unsub, unfollow, unfriend, bye-bye, unhost. Bacon, egg, tomato, and sausage pizza, but without cheese, and unsub for the pizza base for rye. And sub out the pizza base for rye, bread, toast. Ooh! You know, that sounds really good. And it does sound like a fry-up, but it sounds really good. Oh. Yes. To do that, I want to get it checked for doctor-free healthcare in Germany, so ex-doctors are in. Yeah, this is a thing over here as well, like, you get that free healthcare, so it's like, I could just get it checked very easily. Also, Bob is not happy. I don't know why. Or for those who don't know, Bob is my laptop. He is very upset about this pizza talk for some reason. He's just like, whoosh. But in my opinion here. Oh, that's where I was going with that. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I was like, that sounds good. Zero. That sounds like the best pizza. I thought it was just pizzas that you made. That sounds great. Oh. I didn't realise that that was just what you were doing. Yeah. I would do that. The ones that we can get, it's not near me now, but there used to be like a pizza place near us that did like a creamy, like a white sauce base for pizzas, and then they'd put like egg and potato and stuff like that on the pizza, or like they do like just a potato and other things on it, but with like a white, instead of like a tomato sauce, it was like I don't know, like a cheesy white sauce base. And I wasn't sure about that at first because I hadn't had it, but it was the first thing I got when I went there, because I was like, this is very new for me, not something that I've seen, and it was really good. I just kind of wish that it was something that I could get in other places, because, you know, it's not something that Domino's do, and we don't really have that many other pizza places near us now, because we don't live in like a city or like that, so we don't really have that many like Italian places. It's just like Domino's. And it was so good though. I don't know, I'd never heard of it. And you go to like a Italian place and they're like, look at the options, look at all of these things we can do for you for pizza, and I don't think I can go back to just having tomato or barbecue sauce. I want potato on my pizza more regularly. Because potato on pizza is so good. It's very filling, but it's so good. I don't know. I mean, I do love potato, but it's just so good. It's just so good. If pizza place go bankrupt because they always delivered extra herbs under the pizza and carton. They even delivered to the jail in town. Police damn it. Police found out though. Oh dear. I actually did make pizza tonight, but it was just ham and what? Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Still sounds like a good pizza. That sounds good. I just don't like that I have to go to the doc. It takes so long. First appointment of the day, still has to wait extra 45 minutes. Yeah, you kind of just expect that they're gonna be like a little bit late, maybe like an hour or so. I'm not sure if I want to know what the first appointment is. Oh, fist appointment. Fist appointment. Oh no. A 45-minute appointment. You know what? On you, damn. Oh dear, police. Open up, it's the police. Damn it! Damn it! I'm not good at speaking. Speaking, you know, as I feel like if you're gonna stream and you can't speak, it's the worst mashup. But speaking is not my forte. Keep you open up. Oh dear. I'm getting close to that age where they're going to have to do the fist. Sorry. Oh, I don't know the feeling though I had my finger up. But the safety is important. Fist. Oh, I think the thing that really gets me is that you said it was 45 minutes. It's the 45 minutes in association with the fist point of getting me, to be quite honest. Oh. Oh dear. Ooh, you like D&D? Yes! I also like Vampire the Masquerade and Pathfinder. Just putting it out there, I like roleplay. It's good. It's good. I like many. Not just D&D. D&D is great though. I do like D&D. I'm playing 5e and Vampire the Masquerade at the moment. I'm not playing a Pathfinder session right now. Unfortunately, I played Pathfinder in the past though, and it is good. And I'm currently making a Pathfinder Bard costume on Fridays, which is kind of like my main big project, alongside the littler projects like Trash. Ah dear. Never played D&D, only pen and paper. Call of Cthulhu again! I honestly feel like I'm missing out on Call of Cthulhu. Everyone's played Call of Cthulhu and I'm just here like... Never played it. Only pen and paper. It's fair enough. I feel like D&D is one of those ones, like, it can be difficult for a lot of people to find a session. I mean, obviously, especially at the moment as well. With people being in lockdown. You need to find a DM and a place which is looking for players, because a lot of people tap out because people want to play, which is good, but also, you know, cap out. And of course, finding a team that you enjoy playing with as well is important. If you're not finding good synergy with the people that you're playing with, that's that. You will find a team that you will find good synergy with, but it's not always going to be the first team. Oh dear. I really want to get into D&D, but the books are way too expensive. If you're looking to DM yourself, that is a slightly more expensive road for sure. Sometimes it's better to, like, yeah, have somebody else DM, because then they'll get all the books. But yeah, it can be expensive to get all the books yourself. They are not cheap. Yeah, unfortunately. A cup of tea. Oh, we do also have a new... Wait, let me just do it. We have a new... Yes. I get offered a cup of tea. Nat, hi! And we could do this. And also, Sophie Goff, hi! Oh my god, the name. Also, everyone prepare. Oh dear. Jelly, hi! Oh dear. We have ick now, so if anyone is feeling a bit ick today, offer you a cup of tea. I forgot that we had a Discord open and forgot why, and it was because I was going to ask when you were about starting your RPG Lord. Oh, fair enough. Hi Nat, how are you doing? Yes, good. We do the shout outs for Nat because Nat is. I just clicked the link. God damn it, Dem. Why? I try to. Yes, there we go. I like the Nat name because otherwise, you know who's going to misspell Nat's name? Because Nat is a sweet bean and we love Nat. Oh dear. Oh yeah. They do really good games. They do the good games, but they're also the talent of the cosplayer. Currently working on my own pen and paper game. Own world, own rule, own stories. Oh my god, you could do that as like a banner, like own world, own rules, own story. When I am done with that, I would ask you guys to play a game. Oh, that would be cool. So I just tried to join the Discord on mobile, but we joined. No, I am sorry. You're the sweet bean. Oh dear. We are still making trash. We are still doing Ruffles for anyone who just said hi. So we're still doing this. But this should hopefully be the last session of making Ruffles now, because these are the last Ruffles. The last Ruffles I'll be making. And then we'll be making, starting tomorrow I believe, probably, the wefts, which I'm looking forward to, which will basically be sewing all of these into strips. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but you'll kind of, I think, get the swing of it pretty quickly. Don't my computer. Oh, it's fair enough. You don't have to, but that's fair. Oh dear. It's basically like gonna be sewing them onto wefts that make them hang straight, because when they're like this, which is by the way our current. Oh, there they go. Our current sewage. When they're like this, they're very like all over the place. The ruffles don't hang straight. They kind of hang more like ringlets, and also they're not like they'll bunch in places. You kind of want them to be more ruffled continuously the whole way down. So you need to attach them to other things so that doesn't happen. And yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. But we need to get the rest of these ruffled, because what we don't want to do is run out of ruffles. To come back and make more. That's hell. We want the trash to be smooth. Smoothest. This is what we do to make my life easier later on. We make it hard at the beginning, because you kind of want to do like the most time-consuming tasks right at the beginning, and then go to the more fun tasks later on, so that your cosplay, in my opinion, for these shorter cosplays, so they get more fun as the cosplay goes on, because then you just gain momentum. I don't know. Especially because these cosplays only take like 3 weeks, 4 weeks at most. I was trying to work on one, but I got a little lost. It's intimidating to make a pen and paper game. I mean, with a lot of roleplay games, it's a lot of work. And like the world building, making sure the characters can fit in. And then of course, the characters come in and they wreck everything. And so it's like, it's a lot, because you need to not only need to know your world inside out, you also need to know all of like the NPCs and the characters that everyone's built pretty well, so that you can then run the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's important to be fluid, but like, it's tricky because you'd never know what anyone's gonna say, and it's a lot, which is why I've been working, it's been hard working to get it's been hard for me to get back into working on Sally. To be fair, your Sally looks absolutely incredible. That's a big project. That's like one of those really big projects. We were talking about this earlier, where for me, I always have 2 cosplays going at once. So this is like my small cosplay. So my small cosplay is like, this quickest one will be 2 weeks. The longest one normally would be like 3.5 weeks to a month, but they're always pretty quick. But then I have my long cosplay, like the Bard, because with Bard, I constantly hit roadblocks. There's lots of things that are really difficult. And don't get me wrong, I love the cosplay. I really enjoy making it. But there's a lot of times where I feel like I'm being stupid, or like I'm struggling, or like it's a lot of difficulties. And like, as much as I enjoy it, it's like roadblock. Whereas this one, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I've already got the skills to make this, and it happens much quicker, and I can see it coming together, and then, I don't know, I feel like I know what I'm doing. And when I make it, I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, I'm relaxed. Having the two cosplays side by side, taking a break from Bard to make this, just makes me feel so much better. And then when I go back to Bard, I'm energized again, because I actually feel like a seamstress. Whereas after leaving Bard, sometimes I can feel a bit like not a seamstress anymore. Like, I feel like I don't have the skills to make it, but then after doing this for a while, I go back and I'm like, I have the skills. I'm kind of distracted by Last of Us right now. To be fair, if there was a game to be distracted by, that's a good game. The thing I hate about Cthulhu is it's very unbalanced. Right, okay, so I haven't heard a lot about it, except that I know a lot of people that have played it, like a lot of people that have played it. From what I know, I mean, Pathfinder 2nd edition is out, and we've got 5th edition. I know a lot of people prefer 5th edition for the balancing, but Pathfinder is a bit easier to get off the ground as far as I'm aware, for like I don't know, the characters and everything, but I think the balancing is a bit better in 5e, but I don't know about pen and paper. Pen and paper is over my head, but hopefully it's good. There are very few enemies that players can actually fight. Oh, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Yeah, I have 2 I'm buying things here, and then there's like, I'm like, no, why'd you do this to yourself? Yeah, that sucks. Oh god, it gets so repetitive. Yeah, if you can't fight the characters, like the enemies, that's not great in a role-playing game. Like, you need the players need to feel some sense of accomplishment. It can be difficult, but there has to be a sense of accomplishment. You others, love that your motivation is inspiring. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of roadblocks, and also I'm at the point where I'm in a good learning curve. I know there'll be a bit where I plateau again, and then those parts are really difficult. It feels like you're not learning. So I'm probably going to get to that bit again soon, and then hopefully I'll have another learning curve and I'll feel better again. But we'll see. Trying to learn new skills or find skills and be like, let's improve this for a bit, because like I feel like that makes me feel better. But yeah, I mean, fortunately with cosplay, I guess there's a lot of different skills you can pick up. Like, I don't know foams as well as I know others, so I'm trying to do a cosplay not on stream because like I don't really have the setup where it would be basically super loud. But I am trying to learn a lot more about foam, and I'm watching a lot more people that are doing foam cosplays on the side at the moment because I want to learn more. And then it's like I feel like I'm on that learn curve again, and then I feel a lot better about it. Oh dear, I started playing The Last of Us 2 on Survivor recently. It's more enjoyable than hard. That's fair. That is fair. It's like, play a game as you enjoy it. Always. If that's on the hardest mode, fair enough. If it's on the easiest mode, fair enough. Games to be enjoyed. Always. Please play games to enjoy. I'm looking forward to playing it. That being said, there was something that I saw recently. Oh, that was what it was. Sorry, this is kind of going on a tangent a little bit. Apologies. I have not been this excited for a game for a very, very long time. And that was when they announced that Fable was having a new game. Basically, I love the Fable franchise. I love it so much. I love so much about Fable. And when they announced that they were doing a new Fable, I was so happy. I instantly started messaging like a lot of people, like, guys. And sorry, this is going on a complete tangent, but I was like, suddenly I was like, wait a minute, aren't I really excited about something right now? And like, this was like a while ago. I forgot that I was excited, but I am excited. Oh dear. I wanted to create a world that as a GM I could easily improve, so there were very minimal sorry you could do that in the game. Yeah, improvise. I feel like that's the best way to do it though, is like have it so that you can improvise pretty much anything. And if the enemies are tricky, that makes it kind of sucky, because it's like you can't fight that. That's not really fun. Oh dear, I played too much on hard. I've played like 25 hours. I've just hit Abby's story. Yeah, I haven't played it, so I can't spoil it, unfortunately. Fortunately, sorry. I can't spoil it, fortunately. I've only played Fable 1, but I loved it. I played 2 and 3. I actually haven't played the first one. Maybe now that I could go back and actually play the first one, because I have the time. Oh, I loved it though. I loved them. I mean, I would say I loved 2 the most. 3 I still liked. I still liked 3. I still had a good time with 3. There were elements of it that I liked a lot. Like I liked kind of the whole system of being able to like teleport stuff. That was cool. But like the road to, I wasn't super. So there were bits I liked that they added, bits I didn't like. But oh, and like the collecting flowers in the desert, like for dyes or no, didn't like that. I didn't have a 360, so I could never play 2. Yeah, that'd do it. But yeah, I loved Fable. There was just so much about it. Was Fable like Sims Medieval? No, not really. It wasn't really like The Sims. You could. I mean, I like The Sims. Don't get me wrong. I love The Sims. Sims is a great game. Fable 2. Also, well, yeah, welcome back. Fable was. It was kind of like one of the games. I don't know if it was one of the first games. It was one of the games where it was like you could kind of. You could kind of not exactly pick the way that the story went, because like you didn't exactly pick, but you could make decisions within the game, sort of, kind of, but also like you could play, you know, you could make your character good or bad kind of thing, and like it would affect how the character looked, and it was, the setting was really cool. It was kind of medieval setting, but like you are like, it's a fight, you fight a lot, so you know it's your character that kind of like, you have magic and guns and sword and there's a lot of fighting things, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, and you gain experience. You can put those into your skills and grow your character, and yeah, because you are chosen. But it's pretty fun. I mean, I think also one of the things that really sticks with me, the NPC voice acting. I don't know if anyone else loved the NPC voice acting as much as I did, but I really, really loved the NPC voice acting in Fable. It really was something else. And it really got me. It really made me very happy. Whenever I hear it, it made me so happy. If you only made it halfway, is it a telepath? Damn it. Damn it. The voices were so real. The voices. You know, if I don't ever plan to become a voice actor. Never. I don't have a good voice and I can barely read things. But if I did, I want to become a voice actor for Fable. That is the only thing that I'd ever want to do. And I would want to make it so that my voice could do those voices, because like, honestly, that is the only thing that I want my voice to be able to do, other than my normal voice. Because they were so good. If you only make it a short way, it's a Bonaparte. God damn it. Yeah, it's a no voice acting experience. Sounds like you're perfect to voice a Fable character. Oh, but they're so funny. Like, literally, I think they're actually perfect. I think they were literally so good. I wonder if I can find any examples of Fable voice acting. I just don't know what they say. Or they say some funky stuff. To people that haven't heard it, I wonder if they're just Fable NPC noises. Is that what it would be? NPC. Oh, you know what? It comes straight up though. Fable. Literally just Fable NPC quotes. Oh no. But wait, it's just the gnomes. I don't want the gnomes. I mean, the gnomes are great, but like, I don't want just the gargoyle, like, insults. I just want the NPCs. Oh no. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. I might have foiled again. Oh. Those gnomes were the bane of my existence. Oh dear. But yeah. I mean, I actually kind of like those missions, but yeah, they were kind of. But yeah, it. I just love as well because you could name your character in game and then they'd say it. Like you could pick a name, and so they'd be like Chicken Chaser, and you'd be like, "Excuse me." Maybe. And you'd just be running through the town and you'd have all these people calling after you and your name would be like Chicken Chaser or something. Oh, it was the funniest thing. It stuck with me many years. These are the features, these are the only features that I really care about being in like the new Fable. Oh, and it had like one of the best features that I think, which is like, and it was like on a hotbar as well, which was you could just turn off. So normally you couldn't hit NPCs, right? I don't know if that's kind of standard in a lot of games. You just couldn't hit them. But you could just straight up turn that off in a hotbar. You just be like, nah, I want to hit them. Bam. Oh, so funny. I just had it like straight in front of you as like you didn't have to go into settings or anything or like put in like a cheat. You just you know, you want to hit NPCs. Here you go. I think I had like a little skull next to it as well or something. Oh, good stuff. Good story. Oi, good morrow, Chicken Chaser. It's good stuff. Oh my god. You could marry NPCs too and they died, you got inheritance. Yeah, and you could marry multiple of them too. So like, you could like marry loads of them and then you get them to meet each other and they'd be like, who's this then? Who's this? You've married multiple people? And there'd be like 10 people there and they'd be like, I just can't believe this. And there's like 10 people there. Oh, I just can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this to me. It's the funniest thing. And you just be there like playing your lute. Like I loved it. I love the stupid stuff you can do in Fable. Oh dear. The pro strat is to marry one person per town, yeah. And then there's very unlikely that they'd meet each other. Oh, also, pro strat, buy all of the property in the game. And rent it. Oh, I mean, I think everyone did that. Buy all the property in the game and rent it. Yeah, become Monopoly. Yeah, you think it's Fable? No, actually Monopoly. Why? I don't know. Everyone did this. Everyone just bought every single house in the game and made Monopoly out of Fable. It's a very silly game. I hope that this is still a feature that you can do in the new Fable. I hope that you can still become Monopoly, please. Oh. Oh. Dearie me. It really brought me a lot of joy. Oh. Able to, aka medieval industrial age real estate tycoon. Yeah. Oh, also, it's the hack of you want to get all of the emotes, right? So you have to be really evil but also really good, and it's quite difficult to go from being one to the other. Oh no. Just be really evil and then donate 10,000 to a homeless person. Instant Halo. You could have killed everyone in a town. Did you donate like a 10,000 gold to like a homeless person? Halo. That does it. Halo, it's very easy to obtain. It's very easy. It doesn't matter how many people you've killed in Fable 2. If you donate enough money, you've basically become a saint. You raise with the rent, you turn evil. Yeah. It's like you've got a Halo, but you want to get the evil emotes. Rent up. Or just have all of your wives meet. That's the other way. It's like, oh, I need to be evil for a minute? I'll just have all of my wives meet. Play Lulu. Oh dear. God. It's a good. I'm really looking forward. I think I hope. I mean, I realize a lot of these are from like Fable 2, so I don't think a lot of the features will still be there. But I hope. I have hope, because I know that people were like a little sad that some of the features weren't there, and so maybe they will take that on board and be like, we're a little sad that we didn't have these features. We may put them into the next Fable. It was great to save the game and fend off the endless onslaught of Barrowstone guards just to prove that you could. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Fable just turned everyone into bad people. Like, but also, I wish it was a slightly more modern game so I could see the percentage of people that picked which ending. I won't spoil what the endings were, of course, because like there will be people that won't have played the game, but it is a good game, and to people that haven't played it, it's a great game. Check it out. But I would be interested to see what percentage of people picked which ending, because it is a good ending. Hedwig, hi! Welcome! I hope you are having a good day. Thank you for the follow. We are making Ruffles, and this should be, hopefully, the last session of making Ruffles before we turn these Ruffles into wefts. Because we don't make hair out of hair very often on this channel. We've only done it once. And, I don't know, it's just a lot more fun to make hair out of not hair. This is kind of been a concern, actually. Lionhead, I can't remember what the cool... Yeah, I thought that was it. That sounds about right. The more I think about it, the more I just don't wear hair. But I was thinking I might use actually some old wefts as fabric. Just to really switch it up for another costume at some point, because I have a lot of old wefts flying around that I just really don't want to use as hair. So I might cut them short. Because I saw this happen on a doll channel, and they made wefts out of hair, but much shorter because it was for dolls. And they like laid it out on like a focused? And they laid it out on like a plastic surface, and they did it really thin, and then they put some like glue at the top, and then they made shorter wefts. And I was like, I could do that. I could make shorter wefts and like make them like that long, and then like I could use that and just make hundreds of those, and then make a fabric hair. Now that would take me a very long time, but if I did that, it would look pretty cool. I don't know. I might do that for hands. I might do that for a costume in the future, because I think it might be kind of fun. I see no reason why it wouldn't be fun. And it would definitely give a different texture. Like if I did some in foam, some in hair, Maybe it'd be kind of grim actually. Thinking about it, actually, would having hair in a costume be kind of grim? It's not real hair, but like. Actually, though, if it was meant to be like a horrific costume, maybe it being kind of grim would be a good thing. Maybe that'd be a good thing. I definitely, like, for instance, though, if I wanted the fur to look patchy, putting the hair in there would be a really grim way of making it look patchy. If they would look like there was hair coming through it. But like short hair. Shaved head hair. Ooh, that's an interest. I don't know when that would be useful, but I could maybe do that. Actually, the more that I think about this, the more I'm like, I don't know what costume that would be useful for. But I feel like I could do that. I like playing with texture, and like that would be a texture and a half. A very time-consuming texture, but I don't think it'd be a physically too difficult one, because again, I've watched a fair few videos of people doing that with to again put it on like the head of when people remake like ball jointed dolls, like remake them in custom dolls, like they take like. Can't remember. Life of me now. Like similar to Bratz dolls, Monster High dolls, and they remake them into kind of art style dolls. I really like things like that, to be fair. Not something that I would ever do myself, but I find that sort of creative process really interesting, and I probably would be interested in, I don't know, taking aspects of that creative process and applying it to cosplay. Not making a doll myself. I don't think that's something that I want to do, but taking aspects of it and being like, yeah, I'm inspired by what you did with the hair there, and maybe I could put that onto a costume on a much larger scale. I don't know, it'd be cool. I've never watched a stream like this. Seems so chilled. Oh, thank you, Hedgewitch. Yeah, they're pretty chill. Like, we tend to just put like a happy boppy song in the background and just sort of relax and go with it. I mean, we're literally making trash right now. How bad can it go? I mean, the aim is to become trash. We're going. And then we just talk about stuff. Like, whatever we feel like. I mean, obviously sometimes we have to get like out equipment and bits and bobs, and then the volume does intensify. But yeah, it's generally pretty good. I mean, at the moment we are just going through the same process over and over again. When things increase a little bit, I'll go through the techniques I'm using, and at the end of it, we've recorded segments of it so that I can make a time lapse of the whole process. This segment's fine. I've recorded what I'm doing here already, so I don't have to do it again. But yeah, so I can make a time lapse of the whole thing, so you can watch it go together once it's all finished. Especially for people that have missed parts, if anyone wanted to do any section of it, kind of similar to what I'm talking about actually, because like, I don't want to make a ball-jointed doll, nor do I want to customize a ball-jointed doll. But do I have an interest in what they did with the hair? Yeah, kinda. That bit in particular interested me. Same sort of thing. But I haven't done it before. I will say, I've never edited film or like recording, and not really. It's not. It wiggles around a lot, and I'm not used to that. I put it in and I'm like, oh, there it goes, whee! I mean, I'm very lucky in that I don't have to worry too much about the audio, because at the end of the day I will just be putting a song over the top. I know a couple people had asked for a slightly more in-depth tutorial, but like, I don't think I'd be happy to do it while having this current microphone. I would want to wait until I had a slightly better mic maybe, because it would be a little difficult to record a voiceover with this. But I mean, if I have the bits, I can go back and do that like at a later date. But right now, just do the time lapse I think would be quite fun. I mean, I say it would be quite fun. It's already been quite fun. I've already done it. It's pretty fun. It's just getting all the bits to stop wiggling around. It's tough. Sounds awesome. I bet the finished product looks amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's been fun. And it's given me something to fiddle around with in the evenings. Sometimes I'll be doing it while watching other people's streams, so I'm a bit like off there, but I don't know, it's been kind of fun. Watching a lot of it, to be fair, and trying to work out what they do and replicate. I think as software updates so regularly, that's one thing I didn't really anticipate when I was watching videos for the software, and then, you know, going and then looking at my software, I'm like, oh, my software looks different, and then it's like, of course it does, because software updates pretty damn frequently. But yeah, no, I don't know. It'll be fun. It will be fun as long as there are no like random bits in the middle where it's just like blank screen because I didn't quite line up the bits. Yeah, no, I'll eventually get around to doing a voiceover so I can explain the steps that I'm doing, because especially when things sped up, I think things get lost. And although all of this is, none of the techniques I'm doing are super complex, but without an explanation, it might get a little confusing as to what I'm doing at points. Because it's all going so fast. I mean, literally it starts off with me duct taping my head. I don't know how clear it will be as to why I'm doing that. Like, but I do it, and you'll see it. I know a lot of people missed me duct taping my head, and I'm sure there'll probably be people that'll be like, I wanted to see you duct tape your head. We have been waiting. You always talk about duct taping your head, and I never get to see it, and I finally do it on stream, but because I did it first thing in the morning, a lot of people that aren't awake first thing in the morning UTK time were like, I didn't get to see you duct tape your head. Sorry. I had to do it straight off the bat, otherwise I couldn't do anything else. And of course making the wig cap as well, like, it's on the floor right now, but people would have missed seeing the making of the wig cap. And people might want to know how I make my wig caps, because I've made on the channel so far 4, and it'd probably just be nice if you knew how I made them. Although this one has a lining. I don't always do a lining. This one does. I think I've already kind of decided that I'll probably end up uploading it in several parts because, well, first of all of the VODs take like ages to upload. Like this one, I think I just left my laptop to upload it while it was sleep mode last night. But I think it might have uploaded about 2 in the morning. It was struggling so much to upload yesterday's VOD. It was trying so hard. And which are just the VODs. They're nothing added to them. It's just because in case they get deleted off Twitch before I've had a chance to fully upload or like go through all the editing, because I am slow. I am slow. I am learning. But before in case that ends up happening, I just want to back up on YouTube. But yeah, it was like 2 in the morning before Bob the laptop actually got it out there. And going to sleep, and I was like, okay, like, you still haven't done it. What's going on here? Finally got it out, but man, did it take a while. I was like trying to watch the anime, and also I was having a migraine to be fair, so this probably wasn't a good idea because you have to I have to read subtitles. The anime that I'm watching, Japanese. I don't speak that. So yeah, it's probably a good thing. I wasn't able to watch it, and it probably wouldn't have made me feel very great. So in the long run, this was all a good thing. This was all good things, but I wanted to watch it anyway for some unknown reason. Oh dear. Hey ho. Hey ho. I think it's because like Fruit Basket had come out or something. I'll watch Fruits Basket. The second season has been really good so far, and I've really been enjoying it. It's not normally the sort of thing that I'd watch though, to be fair, because it's definitely like nothing that I want to cosplay from. I'm very much like, I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of things, and if there isn't anything that stands out to me that I want to cosplay, and it's also not like a really high energy show, they often just don't. I don't know. Although that being said, I do like dramas. I guess it's kind of like a drama. Maybe that's why I like it. Because, yeah, it either has to be like, I want to cosplay something from it, or like, it's a high energy show. Because like, I'm really liking God of High School. I had read some of God of High School, bear in mind, so that might be why I like it. I don't know. What's up? Dear. That's been pretty. It's also got a really good intro. Speaking of music earlier, like 2 hours earlier, the God of High School has like a very intense opening, but like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it quite a lot. I feel like animes have good time for music. Really good time for music. Like, it's had a lot of really good hosts. And, I should not call them. Like, a lot of really good OSTs, a lot of really good openings. Some good endings, too. I often don't stick around for the endings. But, you know, I like them if they're good, but they have to really grab me. Like, a few have. The Kakai Sensen ending sticks in my mind as like a really good one, but normally don't save the endings. Do I have a Discord or Instagram where you show your previous outfits? My Instagram is probably the best one to go to. I can pop it in the chat if you like. Give me 2 secs. Sorry, I tie this knot. Because it has the most of my background ones in it. Background? The most of my previous ones in it. There we go. So yeah, my Instagram probably has the majority of my previous ones in it. It unfortunately doesn't have all of them because I used to not take photos of my cosplays. I don't know, I just didn't. I never thought it would be important to take photos of my cosplay, so I just didn't used to take them. But the ones that I have photos of would be in there. Oh, dear sir, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. He's talking about lots of different things today, actually. Oh dear. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, March. I don't know. The March comes in like a lion opening and endings. I really liked both the endings and the openings, but I also just really liked March Comes In Like a Lion. It's probably my favourite show ever. The more that I think about it, the more I'm just like, March Comes In Like a Lion really got me good, and I loved it. I just think it's that one. Finally able to catch a stream! Aww! How are we doing? We're doing good. This is all I have left to ruffle. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is probably gonna take me like an hour, but like, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is like four streams in of ruffling, and we're finally getting there, but that's how Ruffles be. Ruffles be. They take a very long time. How are you doing, sir? Oh, thank you, Hedge. That's very kind of you. No pressure, obviously. Like, I'm pretty bad with social media. Like, I'll be honest, I'm like, Twitch is my favourite. Because I get to just come on here and relax and do sewing. I can't really get on Instagram and relax and sew. But, like, it is nice, I guess, to be able to show, like the do. As you can tell, I haven't actually posted anything about Garbodor on Instagram yet. I'm pretty bad with that sort of thing, because I always feel like I'm just behind. But I do my best. I'm gonna take off. Feel like laying on the couch. Fair enough, Zero. You have a good lay down. I hope that you... Ah, dear. I'm sleepy. Just woke up. Oh no. I hope that you feel asleep soon. Go. March Comes In. Also, March Comes In Like a Lion was one of those shows which had, I don't know what to call it, but songs in the show where the show just stops for a minute and like shows you around the world a little bit. Like in March Comes In Like a Lion, it is set in our world, but like literally we'll just take a moment to show you the area and plays music. It like just plays music and shows you everything and like basically just flexes a bit on like the animation and the soundtrack. And like, it knows it looks good. It does look good. Now I know it's not going to be for everyone, that particular show, but like, oh, I don't know, man. That first episode, it got me, and I was like, I wonder who else is watching this show. And at the time, I was like, wait, is nobody watching this show? And I was like, no! I just don't even talk to about it. It was like my favourite. Now, a lot of people have watched it, and so it's like, cool. Other people be like, this is a good show, and I can be like, yeah, I also think it's a good show. And like, yeah, good show. Oh dear, you made all these outfits? Oh, thank you. Like, throughout the lockdown, we did a lot of closet cosplays or cupboard cosplays. So basically, I hoard fabric. As with many crafters, I hoard craft supplies, but for me, it's specifically fabric I hoard a lot of. And like ribbons. And buttons, actually, and shiny things. So actually, I hoard quite a bit. But yeah, I hoard those, and because I haven't been able to get fabric, and I still actually is quite difficult to get quite a few bits, but fabric specifically I couldn't get any of, and we were kind of, oh, excuse me, we were told, like, I don't know everywhere, but like we had been asked in our area not to make too many orders if they weren't, like, if we could avoid ordering a lot of things online that weren't necessary. Ideally to do that, just because there was a lot of strain on the postal service in our area, and you know, there were a lot of orders that needed to go through, like prescriptions and stuff like that. So we had been asked, but you know, make orders if you want. It was just kind of like a suggestion, and we decided that we weren't going to make any orders that weren't necessary. And so in my case, fabric isn't actually necessary. It's just something that I like, so I didn't really order anything for those costumes. They were just like the last 4 costumes, except for the most recent one, because we did technically come out of lockdown doing that one. So I guess technically the first 3, so that was Genotic, Boo, and Celeste. They're just from stuff from the cupboard. I picked up a couple things for them, and that was literally like socks, I think. And that was basically it. Oh, I did do 1 order of zips. I did a bulk order of zips. So I got like 5 zips, because I didn't have any zips. Did do that. But yeah. Other than that, it was just stuff from that, because, you know, we weren't really meant to be making orders. Well, we could make orders. It wasn't that we weren't meant to be making orders, but they had asked, you know, just like, you know, chill. You just had one of those back cracks that makes you feel like you can take on the world. That's great. I don't really do back cracks, but my neck goes. Oh, yeah, there it goes. My neck goes pretty easily. People don't like it, like neck cracks very much though, because like it makes people feel like, but like my neck cracks and then I feel like I take on the world. I get like good neck cracks. So yeah, they were all like the last ones have been like, and also because they're quicker. They take. Like, Genotic was the quickest. That was like a couple weeks. I think Celeste was the longest. I think Celeste took 3 solid weeks. Just over 3 weeks. And yeah. They're not long cosplays, though, is the thing. They were all designed to be short cosplays. And they're designed within a skill set, the most part, that I know that I can do, with elements that push me just a little bit out of my comfort zone, but not super far. So like maybe bits that I haven't done before. Quite often that will be the headpiece or the wig, because I like doing interesting wigs, but there are a lot of interesting wigs I haven't experimented with yet that I wanted to try. Some of them we design on stream, some don't, depends. Often that depends on, honestly, how many materials I have. If I have a lot of materials to work with, we can design them on stream. If we don't, it gets a bit difficult to design on stream, just because I am very limited. And then, yeah. We make them, and it's fun. I mean, it's kind of a nice challenge, because to a start, if you make a mistake, I suppose technically, you don't really have a lot extra to work with, but also it's a nice limiter in the fact that there's not too much riding on it, because it's like, you haven't spent money on these costumes. I think the cheapest one was Shinotic, in which I think because of the socks I spent £4 on that costume. Like, it was really cheap. It was or something ridiculous like that. It was a very, very cheap costume because I had everything for it. You know, these costumes, they don't cost a lot of money. They end up being very, very cheap costumes. And I mean, yes, technically I did buy all of those fabrics at one point, but that could have been at any point during the last 10 years. It's not money that I feel like I'm missing out of my pocket because I didn't buy it recently. Most of these would have been bought at least 2 years ago because I don't remember them. So yeah, where do you store all your outfits? You have like a separate wardrobe. So where the mirror is, that's actually a walk-in wardrobe. And they're all in there with the fabrics that I have. So basically all of them are in that cupboard. It's like a cupboard because it's a stand-in, really. It's not like a walk-in wardrobe, it's a stand-in wardrobe because it's got a lot of shelving in it, but you can stand in there. So every now and again I'll have to go stand in it. But I've put all of my fabrics in there, but there's a rail, and on the rail I put the costumes. And then everything else, I've got like the hats along the top as well as the stuffing. I've got cardboard tubes in there. Behind me, there is a really big shelving unit. And in there, I've got all of my rolls of foam as well as thick interfacing. And then I've also got a lot of my heads and headpieces back there too. So like Wooloo and stuff like that is back there. Oh, Turnip, hi! How you doing? Also, Luna, hi! How you doing? Welcome! We're just going through my sewing room right now. I mean, I could probably do a slightly better, you know, if I had a camera just loose. I also have like a floor shelving thing that sticks out, so in front of it, which has a lot of smaller bits, so shinier bits like flowers, appliques, beads. It's got a lot of my drawing stuff. It's got moss, cardboards, papers, ribbons. I've got ribbons behind there as well, strings. And then up there I've got some costume parts in there, but it's a lot of like accessory bits. So bottles, smaller bottles, bigger bottles, things you might attach to costumes. I also have a lot of my saws, guns, like staple guns, glue guns. Yeah, I've got a big glue gun and a small glue gun. I've got heat gun back there. I've got all of that sort of stuff. Knives, everything that I use, and like the cutting stuff is all back there because there's actually a separate standing desk back there for where I can do all of that. You're good. I'm glad to hear it. Because there's also a plug back there, so like, it keeps it separate from all of the sewing stuff. Oh, and all the glues and adhesives are back there too. It's kind of like my room is separated, sewing room is separated in two. I've got all of the sewing stuff on this side, and kind of all of the stuff that works with foam is actually kind of all on the other side of the room for me. I'll bring the glue gun over occasionally, but that's probably the only piece that does sort of travel between the two sections. Everything else that's more kind of foam related does really stay over that side more. It doesn't really need to come over too often because I have the separate standing desk over there. So interesting. I don't think people realise how much goes into each cosplay, the space it takes up. Yeah, I'm very fortunate with this place. I can have a separate sewing room. Before that, it was just all in the living room. And I think there's a picture of on the Instagram of like before and after. The before, I couldn't fit it into a picture because it was so cramped. Everything was in bin bags. It was just like stuff that I would slowly move around, like circulate around the living room. It was difficult to keep everything separate and where I wanted it, but like I couldn't. I had stuff just piled on top of desks to like keep it where it was, but a lot of it is hoarding with fabric. But I wouldn't say that I hoard foam or warbler, stuff like that, because that's expensive stuff. I have what I need, and I have a few offcuts normally. With warbler, I do keep offcuts of warbler because it's expensive, but that is the only reason. I don't hoard warbler by any means. It's an expensive thing, and no, that's it. Oh dear. Worth in the end. Yeah, it's worth it in the end. But like, I've been sewing for a very long time. I've been hoarding fabric, like I say, for like 10 years at this point. Like, there will be fabrics that go into these costumes that I've had for a really long time. This is the first one that I've done which I've bought like a considerable amount of fabric for. And that's the only reason for this is, one, because I want to support the shops that have opened since the lockdown. Because there are shops that I love that are smaller and family run, and I would hate if they went out of business because I genuinely love these things. I haven't been able to buy from them because they don't have online, but you know, this is the thing with some fabric stores. When they're smaller and they're family run, they don't have an online website, unfortunately, and they're ones that I do more regularly buy for my larger costumes. And you know, I love the people that run them, and they know me. Like, I'm the one that comes in and buys like 10-20 meters of one fabric, and they'll just be like, would you like to just buy a bolt and we'll get it from you warehouse? I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. like we've always had a pretty good relationship because, like, you know, I'm a regular, but yeah, I don't want them to go out of business. So I did go buy fabric for this costume, but I have still used quite a few from the cupboard, and the ones that I've used from the cupboard, I don't know how long I've had them for. I don't. I think I recognise 2 of them from a Hobbycraft pack, Fat Quarters, but the rest of it I don't know. Yeah, Horde Warbler sounds like an insult. Cersei, right, you Horde Warbler. That was a little... Oh dear. I think if you used it in the right context, yeah, get some good... Oh. Yeah, I made sure as well that, like, because I got that from the fabric store, I didn't get the zips or the thread from the fabric store though. I actually went down the road and there's like a craft store. I got the threads and the zips from the craft store to make sure that I bought something from them as well. Because again, like, although I didn't actually need anything from the craft store this time, I wanted to buy something from them. Because again, I love that craft store, and I was like, I don't need anything from them. I could have got those from the same place, but I want to get something from the craft store because I do love the craft store as well. They do some really, really good, like, interesting bias tapes and beads and stuff like that. I didn't need any beads right now, but like, they do some, and so I got the zips from, and both of the threads, one machine and the one here. I got them from this other place because I don't know, I just don't want them to struggle too much, because both of them don't have online sites. They're not having the best time soon during this lockdown, and of course during the reduced hours as well, because there are still a lot of people that won't be able to come out because people are still shielding, and if there is a second wave, of course there isn't, it does mean that they might have to do this again, where they won't be able to open again for a length of time, and on the off chance that that happens, I would like to throw my money at them now. Even if I don't really need anything from them, I mean, it costs the same in both stores, I'll just buy it from them and give my money to buy fabric to the other store. A weird world at the moment. Glad they did both still open. I was worried that they weren't going to be able to, because physically they are both smaller shops. One of them is like a corridor, which doesn't really bode well for the 2-meter distancing rule. And the other one is a small box. Small box store is saying that it only allows 2 people in at once, which makes sense actually, because yeah, you can keep 2 meters. And then the other one, it's doing it like a sort of by the eye and being like, eye on you. There's someone by the door. Wait a minute, and honestly, it does seem to be working like that. Everyone about it. It doesn't get too busy anymore, so it seems to be doing well. The corridor one I think is having the more issue because it's literally one long corridor shop with fabric on either side. But they're managing. They're managing. So I found out I have a nightmare because I have 2 bruises on my left leg. That's no good. You need knee pads. Don't want to get injured in your sleep. That's no fun. So I'm not sure like shin pads or knee pads is necessarily going to help too much. And honestly, with how hot the weather's been recently, I imagine that's going to be quite uncomfortable. Yeah. I also move around, but not only, yeah, to be fair, it's the same. Like if I'm having a nightmare, I'll move around a lot. Otherwise I'm dead still. Like I am like, I don't move at all. The stillest person. Oh dear. Gadgadia, hi! How you doing? I did that once when my bed was next to a... Ooh! Like exposed brick? Oh! Skin off. My toe. Oh no 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 no. Well that... Ooh. Oof. 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 I'm very lucky I have not done that. That would be a lot. That would be a lot for me. But that would also wake me up instantly. I also think if you're having a nightmare and you hurt yourself in the nightmare, would that not make your nightmare a lot worse? Because some element of that has got to translate into your dream, right? If you're actually getting injured. I mean, I don't know if that would actually is how it works, but I imagine that that's how it works. If you're having a dream and you're actually experiencing pain in the real world, like that, like translate just a little bit. I imagine it. No. I assume, honestly, I assume that it would. Which might be why, maybe that's why you had a nightmare, because you hit your leg on the wall and then your body was like, in pain, nightmare. So my tea is dead cold. I mean, has it been 3 hours? Yes. But my tea is dead cold. I'll still drink it, but like, I won't enjoy it. Oh dear, I hate it when you feel like you're falling in a dream and it just wakes you up. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like, it's frustrating because of course you're trying to fall asleep and like, you were so close. You're so close. But also, I don't know, kind of like a weird experience. It's like, what? Trippy. Kind of cool. Trippy. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I'm like, whoa. Sometimes I wake up talking in my sleep and my partner says, what? And I immediately can't remember what I said, lol. I talk in my sleep. I never think that I do. But, and like, you know, I'm very lucky that my friend is very heavy sleeper. But I constantly, if I'm sleeping and there's anyone else in the room, like because of a Comic-Con or anything like that, will be told that I've talked, said things. Normally, just spoken garbage, to be quite honest. They'll just be like, you were just being like blah 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 blah. I'll be like, great. Thanks, body, for just literally spouting garbage. It's not even like you are having a conversation. You're just making like the most annoying noise. The amount of times people have told me like I tried to tell you to shut up and you would not shut up. We're just lying there going like blah 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 blah. And like apparently like people been like, I thought you were doing it as a joke, and then I realized you were asleep, and I couldn't stop you doing it. I genuinely feel, but I both feel really bad, and I also feel terrible. A horn! We could do a horn. Oh my god. Yeah. It's yeah. The thing is, I feel like it first happened as well when I was quite young. So I remember my parents mentioning that I'd done something like that, and I was like, because we were staying in like a hotel or something, talking, but it didn't really make any sense. You're just going like blah 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 blah. Like, huh, all right. And then I remember one of my friends saying it, and I was like, oh no, oh no, is this gonna be a repetitive thing that I do? And it's not often like super loud. It'll just be like. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, you can't shut me up even when I'm asleep. I will just continue to talk. Oh dear. Sometimes I respond when I'm talking my sleep. Yeah, I've heard stories of people do that, where people be like, "You need to get up. It's time to wake up," and then people be like, "Yeah, right, I'm on my," but like, they won't actually be awake, and then you know, people be like, "You said you were on your way," and you'll be like, well, "No, I didn't. Sleep the whole time," and it'll be like, "Whoa." But like, also, people speak absolute garbage. Where like, it's time to get up, and you'll be like, "Toast a fish garbage." But yeah, like people will actually respond like it's part of the sentence, and it can get very confusing. Or like in the middle of sleep, you can turn over and be like, and have like a full-on conversation. Like, "Why did you say that?" Like, "I didn't say anything." Like, "No, I distinctly remember you saying things like this," and it's like, "No, I didn't say anything." But like, no, what I say is absolute hot garbage. Like, it's not human speak for the most part. I don't talk in words. I just talk in blah 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 blah. I don't know what dreams I'm having, but clearly on a different level of intelligence. I'm not gonna say higher, but they're on a different level of intelligence. Oh dear. Sounds like words in your dream come out as gibberish. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my head. I mean, I don't want to say that I talk in my sleep every night, because I don't think that I do. I think it's only when I'm like a little bit more stressed out than usual, or if I'm in a different place, which is why other people might hear it more regularly, because you know, it does seem to happen more when I'm stressed out in the house. Like for instance, like if I'm going to a new job or stuff like that, it's more likely to happen. Or if I'm at a Comic-Con in a hotel, like somewhere where I'm not normally at, it's more likely to happen, and it's like that's why other people might hear it more. Nowadays, if I'm staying with somebody else, I'll be like, just as a heads up, I might speak in my sleep. I won't do it on purpose, and it might be at like 4 in the morning. But if I do, wake me up. I will stop. It's fine to wake me up. I will stop sleep talking. As just stop me, because nobody wants to listen to blah 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 blah. Oh dear. Woken up a few times yelling swears. Ooh, that's a bad one. Jackbox, hi, how you doing? Where in the UK are you from? I am from Hampshire, but I live in Wales. Hampshire is in England. From Hampshire. That is where this accent is from. It's from Hampshire. I hope you are having a good day. One time my brother jokingly said, "Are you going to tell your crush you like her?" And I said yes. Oh, oh, you full on just went yes. In your sleep. Oh. Wait, that's kind of a sweet one though. That's kind of a sweet one. You know what? Of all the things, that's a sweet one. That's a sweetie one. A sweetie one. Anything to do with love and sweetness is a sweetie. Oh dear. Oh my god. Yeah, I think the more people get to know me on stream, the more you're going to realise that I'm just an absolute nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I was like, don't have nightmares very often, but what I do have is sleep time but not very often. Just when I'm in new places. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm from London. Ah, nice. I don't know a lot about London, but oh my god, the R is on a different line. Sorry, Jackbox. Thank you for the follow. It's very, very kind of you. Oh dear. I would go to London quite often for the Comic-Cons, because that you have MCM there. We were going to go this year for LFCC, but of course it got moved. Although, you know, we might try and go in the November if it's running. But yeah, we like the Comic-Cons in London. They be good. And got good museums. Museums are top. But you also have the Tube, which is about 1,000,000 degrees. Why is the Tube so hot? What happened? You think it's so warm? Oh, thank you, Jackbox. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really talk. I don't talk in the. But it's okay. Yeah, I think swears. You know what? I think if the thing is though, if somebody hears you talking at like 3 in the morning and you are, you know, have been asleep or attempting to sleep, most people can probably draw the conclusion that you're probably not talking to yourself. You're probably asleep talking. And you know, I think, you know, some people might have a bit of a giggle at it, or like might do a slight concern and be like, should I wake them up? But you know, it happens to the best of us, and I don't think it's so bad, you know. And even if someone has a slight giggle, it's brought someone a little bit of joy, and and if you're friends enough with someone to sleep in the same room with them, and you brought them a bit of joy, like, at least in my opinion, if my abadabbadabbadabbas have brought someone a bit of joy, it's fine. That being said, most of the time I think they just bring major annoyance. They normally do not bring joy. They normally just bring like, can you shut up? Oh dear. Oh. Dude, my mum randomly speaks no at 4 AM. Oh no, that's not a good. See, that's when they're like, should I wake them up? I probably would, because I'm like, that sounds like a nightmare, and it's like I don't want anyone to have a nightmare. Let's wake up. Like, would you like any hot drink? Would you like to just go back to sleep? Nobody deserves nightmares. I woke up and my brother told me when he said he was gonna turn bright red. Oh, but you don't actually have to. And you could just say it. It's just sleep talks. Just sleep talks. Isn't it? It's just sleep talks. Who turned the who turned the thermostat on the Bakerloo all the way up? Why is the Bakerloo so hot? What happened there? Who decided this? Because it was a decision, and someone decided that the Bakerloo was going to be 1,000,000 degrees, and it's very warm. I'm surprised no one called the clock to my house one. Aww. Very. Sleep talk can be like that, but that sucks. Did I draw the Pokemon? I didn't draw the Pokemon on the side. That's the one from the Pokedex. But I drew this one. This one I drew. This one's the one from the Pokedex. Or is it Pokemon website? One that I drew. It's like Pokedex entry. One that I drew. Oh dear. Oh. Although I forgot the space buns, which I had on the original design, and then I accidentally forgot to draw them back in again, and we'll have to promptly put that back in because, although I guess I probably won't, I just put them on. Because I should have put them back on, because the space buns were cute, and then, bless them, someone came into the chat earlier and was like, you should have space buns, and I was like, the space buns, where have they gone? They were so cool. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. I want to get better, but I used to do art, but I used to do specifically like life drawing in the style of like Giacometti, but like a bit more realistic. So like one-line drawings, and like I really liked that. But so this is a bit out of my comfort zone, but like I want to get better at more cartoony styles. Maybe develop more of a style, because right now it's a bit hazy in the middle, but I'm trying to get better. Can we be friends? Yeah. Everyone's a good bean. We're all beans on this channel. Can be. You're a good bean. Friends. so close to being done at this point. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna tip them all out after this so that I can show you just how many we've done. You would. I mean, I think anyone, it's taken nearly 3.5 hours to get to the point where we're at today. I mean, yeah, we've been chatting and like, to an extent messing around, but like, it's, you know, I've kind of been just steadily working through in the background. It does take such a crazy long time to do this sort of thing. I think Shinotic, when we did that on stream, unfortunately I think the VODs for that have gone now, but when we did do that on stream, it kind of gave a taste of how long Ruffles can take, but that was for a much smaller amount of Ruffles. And then you get to something like this where the Ruffle is a much bigger part of the design, and it's just, it really amps up just how long these sort of design elements can take. I mean, it's not physically difficult, and I think anyone could do this. It's easier if you have a sewing machine, don't get me wrong. I've done it without a sewing machine before, like I said yesterday, but having a sewing machine does make it a hell of a lot easier. How many left? 1, 2. Nice. Oh. Go. And I'm wondering if maybe I've done a few too many of this particular one, but that's okay. I think it's because some of the widths of the fabrics were different. Again, this is what happens, I suppose, when you have it all from bolts or from different, I guess, years, periods of your life. You're going to have completely different, but I might have to go to the other screen, I think, though, to show the entirety of this, because I don't think it's all gonna fit, you know, on my mini screen. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I'll finish the tea first as well, or at least move the tea. Otherwise, you know that one of these Ruffles is going to go directly into what remains of my tea. Oh. Yes, do I want to start today or do I want to tomorrow? I don't know. Could start the WEF today, but I think I might hold off till tomorrow. Only because I did have a migraine last night and I don't want to push myself too much today. On the off chance that I push myself to a migraine again today. It'd be like that. And it's unfortunate because otherwise I could probably go longer today, to be honest, because I'm having a nice time. But because my migraines get triggered by overexertion, we have to be careful that we don't do it twice in a row. Although yesterday it wasn't because of the stream. Like, I had a lovely stream and it was really relaxing. Ruffles are very relaxing. But it was because I cooked an entire chicken straight after, I think. Yep. Oh dear, Mealy, go to bed. No, wait, no, I'm not going to bed at 2 in the afternoon. Damn, that would, no. My sleep schedule, damn it, if I went to bed at 2 in the afternoon, I think my sleep schedule would probably look a bit like yours. I mean that with no offense intended, but I think I would get up at like 3 in the morning, and then I would start modding a stream. Oh dear. My doctor told me to eat more green food, so I went on a diet. Oh, Barnaby. Yeah, don't give yourself a migraine. This is the thing, I don't think that I would, because generally we found that streaming has been like absolutely fine with it. I think because I don't really do any physical activity. I don't know if you've noticed, but I sit down for like literally hours at a time, which has been really good for me. Because otherwise I'm a busybody, and I'll like be running around the house doing all sorts of things, and then I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, so it's actually been really good for me just to have something that makes me sit down and not do too much. But immediately after the stream yesterday, I was a busybody and I ran around and did lots of things. that might have done me in just a little bit. So I'm going to, yeah, I think I might just take some looking after myself time today after the stream. Do a slightly shorter stream and do a bit of the looking after, because sometimes it be like that. But I will show you my entire bin's worth of Ruffles, because now that this is the final Ruffle. So much sewage! I can show you so much sewage. Oh dear. That's when I go to bed. Yeah, I thought it might be. Because yeah, you have to get up at like 3 in the morning, so, or like you have to be up for quite early in the morning. So I was like, I think it would give me a sleep schedule if I go to bed now. Like that would be a U. That would definitely be a U. Right. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for a sewage? Let me move my tea real quick, what's left of it, because I'm ready for a sewage. Oh dear. You didn't get the last one, so I had to make it easier. Thank you, Fancy. Appreciate it. That's what I do every day. Wake up, stream, mod, watch a bit, check out my DMs and go to bed. Right. I think it's a fun day. But, oh. Ready for some sewage? Oh. Oh. Oof. 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 Some stuck in the bottom though. Gotta get them last bits of sewage out of there. Oof. Oof. Oh, there's some last bits in there. We've also got the wool in the bottom of here, which is why I'm not tipping it out, because we don't want the wool to come out. Oh. Would you look at that sewage? Just to also, I'm just gonna go real quick to this. Nothing else to do when my work is closed. Haven't heard my boss. Nothing hot at this point. That's fair. And also, yeah, it's nice to have a place where you can just go and chat. I feel like. Let's give a good idea of the amount of sewage we have. Right. I think we've got it. Oh. That's a nice part of sewage. Jesus, that's a lot. Yeah, when I say we had a lot of sewage. Oh, do we have a lot of sewage? It's a lot. It's a lot. 12 out of 10. Very sewage. Better wash your hands after handling all that sewage. Yes. Yes. I'll see if I get it as well, just face cam, because like, this is a 3D pile. Like, it's a lot of sewage. Like, it's a veritable pile of sewage. Like, this is a 3D pile of sewage. It's not like a flat pile. This is a pile of sewage. Like, it's a oh dear. Does look very 3D, yeah. Back up again and go back to the main camera, like, it's a pile of sewage. So going toward the back, which we don't want. Oh, it kind of looks like a heart. Look at that heart of sewage. Soon turn down a heart of sewage. Seems like the real thing I need to find. Soon turn out heart of sewage. Pretty cute. Oh dear. Oh, still pretty 3D. There we go. We have in fact got a heart of sewage here. Oh wait, some of the sewage has fallen on the ground. That's so good. We have sewage everywhere. I have sewage all over my lap. There's sewage everywhere. There's some sewage on the floor, but I think it's fallen a bit far. I shall grab that sewage in a minute. Oh dear. Oh, the most beautiful sewage I've ever seen, and that's coming from someone who's seen. Oh no. I thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Oh, I really just want to put Rem in the sewage, but again, I also really don't want to get banned on Twitch. Oh dear. Wait, could I cover her bits and pieces? Nah, probably risky. Ace, oh thank you, cat! Pile of trash. Spinach. It does also kind of look like it could just be greens. It's the greens. If I was looking to become Popeye, we have, in fact, greens. Oh dear. Quest complete. Sewage acquired. Artfully cover Rem in sewage. You know what? You know what? Give me 2 seconds, guys. I will hide my screen. And I will do this. Because I wish to. And because I want to cover Rem in trash. Is she staying in the box though? Because the box is kind of what's signed. And I will remove her from the box, but like... probably only when we do the photo shoot. Oh god, sorry, my headphone has got stuck in something. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? I feel like it's probably fine to show the back at least. If I show the back, I don't think I'll get... but like, I'll cover the butt piece with a small piece of sewage. And like, I'll cover the boobs with a small piece of sewage. And then I think we'll be fine. So you can see the signature at least. There we go. Oh dear. I'm hiding my screen. Yeah. Oh dear. This is also one of your screens. Checkmate. Damn it, you got me. As long as no one clips this and complains, you're fine. There we go. That's kind of what it looks like. So yeah, congrats. Yeah. I won this one from the anime man. I mean, there's no real way to prove that I didn't sign this myself, I suppose, but like, I didn't. I also didn't pay this much for this. And I will hide my screen before I show the front because, as you can kind of see, it's a little bit risque, and I just don't want to get... Actually, I feel like this is probably good enough, but I might add some extra trash around this because she is in fact best girl, but not best girl because I'm Amelia. Oh my god, is that lewd Rem? It is in fact lewd Rem. It is lewd and slightly blurry Rem. Please focus on lewd blurry Rem. What's the anime? The anime is ReZero, and everyone says that Rem is best girl. Here's the issue, I'm Amelia. Oh dear. Is risque how fancy British people say hentai? No! Oh dear Amelia, that's fine. It seems a spicy artist on Twitch. This will be fine. I mean, probably, but we're gonna cover her bits in sewage. And also, you know what? It kind of adds to the effect. Also, I'm just gonna go to hide real quick. Back in a sec, because I want to show the front. It's a really lovely figurine. Like, I genuinely love this figurine. But like, your bits are getting covered, my dear, with some sewage. Whether you like it or not, you're getting your bits covered. Just your pelvis. Your face is fine. I'll put a little bit over your bobs. Your bobs can have a little bit, but like, there we go. Oh, that's a lot actually. Yeah, you probably don't need that much. There we go. There we are. We have Rem covered in sewage. People are not going to be happy with this. There's a lot of Rem stands out there that are going to be like, how dare you cover Rem in sewage? Oh dear, hide the bits and bobs. Oh dear, check out this work, you're fine. Yeah, I know, people are probably fine. But like, we're being careful. She's really cute. I've kept her in the box because the box is signed. She's been covered in worse, this is true. Oh dear. But yeah, it's Rem, but it's a wedding version. I don't know if you can see this because the box is just incredibly blurry. Put my hands here just to see if I can get it. Yeah. Nope. Nope, we don't want to. Nope. Okay. But it's incredibly blurry, but it's like wedding version Rem. And yeah, it's pretty cute. Now she's covered in sewage. Oh dear. Oh yeah, let's not imagine that. Oh dear. These manufacturers have a very unique concept of what wedding looks like. I mean, it is, yeah, the fact that it's wedding version and it's not like wedding lingerie version, I suppose, but like, yeah, that is just a bit farther. Sorry, I have to go silent because I'm bad at this. Oh, dip. I'm very bad at this. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh god, that's way too long. I didn't mean to do it for that long, but I will try and undo that. Wait, nope, that is as long as I meant to do it. Oh dear. I actually kind of just want to delete the message, but I guess that'll do it. Hey ho. So it was a bit too far there. We keep the chat just a respectful. I kind of just wanted to delete the message, but yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, how many hours is that? Jesus Christ! I only wanted to do it for a little bit, like a minute, but I guess 10 minutes is fine. I'll try and remove that, but we are actually going to raid someone in a second anyway, so yeah, I'll leave it on that screen, and we shall find somebody to continue. Yeah, right. Sorry, I always go really silent in that because I'm always like concentrating the very hardest I possibly can. Like, the most hardcore concentratingest that you've ever seen. Like, you think you've seen me concentrate hard at sewing? No. Because I can't barely read, honestly, at this close with my glasses. I'm just here like, I need glasses to see at really close, and I can't wear them with my headset because it pushes my glasses in. Yeah. No, it is a bit far. You is correct. It is a bit far. We have to keep it respectful because it is one of the rules. It's a bit far. And gonna make people uncomfortable. Not really cool. Right. But let's find someone who we can bother. Whomst desires le bother. Oh. Unless anyone has any suggestions of bothers. I would, because I know Dem would be a wonderful mod. Dem would be like legitimately a wonderful mod. The thing with Dem is he mods about 1 million channels. And the idea of adding to Dem's workload in any way at this point, I don't think I in good conscience could ever ask Dem to mod. I think I would feel genuinely incredibly guilty if I had to ask Dem to mod. I mean, do you want to mod Dem? I don't know anyone that streams this kind of ReZero stuff. Yeah, welcome to this. I'm sorry, this is a really weird makers and crafting stream. I will remove this now. Tactfully. Because, whoop. Oh my god, the sewage. It's all over me! No. Get back into here. We've made so much though, for real, for real. Okay, if you're happy to, but please don't feel like you ever have to turn up to the stream or do anything. Or like literally you don't ever have to do anything like that you don't want to. It's completely up to you. And we like really don't have to do anything. We're very chill. That being said, if anyone has any suggestions, because it turns out not a lot of people are streaming that I know today. Oh, although that being said, I can see a LARP person. Going to go have a little look at them. Basically, I don't do LARP myself, but oh, thank you. I'm trying to wear more red at the moment because like it contrasts everything else that I'm making. Because I'm blue and my background is blue, so sometimes I feel like my hair and the blue kind of like blend in a bit. But then it's like red, and then this is like green. So it's like we have some contrast going on here, and then this is yellow. So if you we kind of got like the color wheel. Oh no! Everyone in chat banned. Oh dear. Okay, I can see Dragon Armory, and they seem to be doing something interesting here with LARP. We're gonna have a look at them, because you know what? LARP, cosplay, props, and all things crafty. I am indeed crafty. Indeed crafty. Swinging that hammer, oh no. Let's give that a look in, because I love LARP, and I love the idea of learning more about it always. So we're going to do that. But yeah, thank you everybody who did turn up. I hope that everyone enjoys the rest of their day. The next stream is going to be at 10:30 tomorrow, same time as today. And then we're going to be doing the wefts for the hair. So basically taking all of this sewage and sewing it into strips that we can then attach to the wig. So this needs to then be basically tamed so that we can attach it to the wig. Doing that step in the middle. You have to behave in chat. Nah, you can act like you normally do. Zero does. Shifty will. Just do everything. And Shiny does exactly the same thing as he always does. So you do the same thing as you always did. Big hugs. Yeah. Thank you everyone who did turn up. I hope that, everyone has a lovely rest of their day. Whether you lurked, whether you chatted, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much everyone who did join me on the journey of making all of these ruffles. Because my god, was it a journey. We'll now be actually using them in a meaningful way. And yeah, oh no, thanks for the promotion. Of course, if you ever need any help on your streams, it goes vice versa. I'm more than happy to help out as much as I can, but I know that, you know, I feel like that's completely up to you. But yeah, otherwise, I shall see everybody tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Mason. Thank you, Shifty. And yeah, we're gonna go bother these lovely people. And I'll see you all tomorrow or another day, and enjoy the rest of your day. Soon.